Hello, and welcome back to our fourth episode of our Curselings campaign in Adventures of Excordia. Joining us tonight, we have Karen, played by Pyro. Cool, good to see we still don't have this down. Karen Thor, played by
I'm not
Dom.
supposed to
Getting into character.
I'm in character!
You
Oh,
can do it.
that makes sense. That's funny. Never mind. I just know we're very hit or miss on this intro.
Hit or miss?
Karen Thor, played by
Yes,
Dom. And Daryl, played by Norvin.
Hi.
Silver, played by Tristan.
Yellow.
Katira, played by Liv.
That is me.
And Morgana, played by Shane.
Bueno.
So, to recap, last session, you all had, I believe that last session was when you all had traveled over from Etherfort to, no, got my wires crossed. Last session, you all had gotten off the boat and walked into Moonwatch for the first time. You all had explored around the city and looked for the affiliate with the Order of Eldritch Veers that you were told resided. You had made your way to Crowbeak's menagerie of trinkets.
Twinkets?
We're moving past it.
No comment.
And discovered a delightfully histrionic hag who was more than happy to sell you all a cure for your distance limit on your curses, as well as give you each treatments for your specific curses for the right amount of money. From there, you all made your way into town and got a modest tavern for the night. And on the next day, you all had each gone out at different hours for some personal business. Karen Thor first went to go scout the city and make some dealings. Morgana had similarly also gone out and scout for other things. Then, as everyone else broke up, we followed, I believe it was Andariel and Katira had went to go visit Winona Crowbeak again for about quest information on the talisman she'd said she had lost. And then when we had come to Cairn, we got into a debacle where he had entered into a private meeting and through a series of bad rolls and saying the wrong things to the wrong people, ended up smote down by two guiding bolts. And you all discovered the Lucid Space, a sort of dreamlike reality that exists because of your all's curse, that keeps you all tied together even though you aren't distance linked anymore. In the Lucid Space, you found you could draw and take a death saving throw for Karen, and you all have been doing that. And we would be picking up as Karen Thor and Katira enter the archway of the chamber room that this order has rented out for their meeting. But there's one member who had not had their previous dealings done. And so we travel over to Silver. Before anything else had happened, you have found yourself, using your spy background, traveling and looking for some sort of informant on things.
Spy?
Isn't that what the background feature was?
No, Urban Bounty Hunter.
Urban Bounty Hunter.
Urban Bounty Hunter, my bad.
Yep, ears to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna meet a spy, but
Possibly. I guess I just remembered it as spy instead of Urban Bounty Hunter. My bad. Either way, using your background feature, you have been scouting out and you have found your way to the outskirts of town. Down past the steps, you've slinked into a group and out and found the sort of slum area. As Moonwatch is known to be a magical-based caste system, this is where the physical labor folks live. Those who have no innate magical ability or nobility live here. These are your blue collars, your human fighters, etc. And asking around, you have found yourself in what you believe to be a sort of underground market. Not literally underground, but you get what I mean. As you see
right.
an old lady, an elderly tiefling woman, who seems, as you're casing for an informant, you notice that a lot of people stop to have a conversation with her. And on the surface, it looks just like small town friendliness, that they're saying hi to the nice old lady on the corner, until you peer a little further and give a subtle watch and notice that she's giving directions to people and not just small talk, but informing them on things. Would you like to approach her?
I guess I am.
All right. You walk on. You walk up to her, and she's in her rocking chair with a little crochet blanket she's working on. Stares up at you. She's a red-skinned tiefling woman with white hair, and you see she has some purple tattoos on her forehead and on her neck. And she looks at you and goes, "Hello, is there something I can help you with, young man? I don't think I've recognized you from around these parts."
Just dropped in just yesterday. Trying to get a read of this town. Got any info? Or
This town, it's almost like there's two different towns here. There's Moonwatch proper, and then there's our little hamlet down here. But I can keep you informed on things. My name's Wonder White. I'm sort of referred to as everyone's grandmother, even though I don't have
it's
any
wonderful
proper family.
to meet you.
Aren't you a delight? She nods at you. She goes, "So what kind of information are you looking up for on the town?"
Just what's going on around here. Maybe I'll find something that can put a job in my pocket.
Well, I mean, they've got quest boards up in Moonwatch proper if you're looking for work of that sort. I generally keep my ear more close to rumors and such, and some things that may not make it all the way up to the high city of Moonwatch. You can tell
Rumors
she's
are
talking.
good.
That she's
Yeah.
very much got this view of the Moonwatch city up on the hill as a very pretentious, inhospitable place, despite them living in a higher quality of life than her. So, what you said you're interested in rumors, I heard.
Yeah.
What kind of rumors? Just rocking back and forth as she talks.
Anything on the magical side?
We are a fairly magical city. I've heard
Maybe
tales of some
something
shifty
on.
business happening, but those sorts of
Right.
things are spicy secrets. Did you say you had something in mind you wanted to know about?
Anything on maybe warlocks, if that would be, or any dark magics.
She ponders for a second, looking you up and down. Give me a persuasion check to try and convince her to open up on these sorts of things.
Right? Persuasion. Wish I actually put something in there.
Oof.
Actually, I did put something in there,
Oh.
but it's still not a lot.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
She's looking and she goes, "Well, you know, the city guard keep a good tab on all their dark magic that's going on in the city. I wouldn't know much more than they do. I'm sure you can talk to them if you're doing some sort of investigative report. What does it bring? What brings it to your interest? What brings these sorts of rumors to your interest?"
Well, first off, I'm kind of cursed right now, trying to find out about more dark magic stuff to break it. More knowledge, more power to me.
Commendable. Although you won't find any magic in these parts. We are the physical labor of the city. We don't have any magic in these hovels.
But this place always has a nice ring to it when trying to find something.
True. It's I've always found that it's a bit easier to find the runoff rumors of high society in the slums rather than in the ballroom. But, every secret has their price. Just depends on what you're willing to pay. Coin or favor, that is.
Well, I will toss. Well, since she's been already talking with me, I will toss maybe 2 coins towards her.
Without realizing it, she quickly scoops her hand out and grabs them at a speed you didn't really expect from this old lady who has this. Her body language screams that she needs a cane and it's very slow, but she snatches those coins out of the air before they hit anything else. And they're quickly tucked down the front of her shirt. Well, I can't say anything for certain, but if you're looking for dark magic, I've heard rumor of something has been running in and out of town, rumor has it a new smuggling line might be starting to be established, and there's some trial runs happening to make sure they can get away with the path they're taking. Of course, I wouldn't know anything about it. I don't get myself caught up in those sorts of things. I just stay here and greet all the lovely faces who pass. And she gives you a wink.
Okay, right.
And again, dark magic does seem to permeate everywhere. Even though I say that I don't know of any, you never quite know where it could end up.
Yeah, that's one things about dark magic, for certain.
Well, you got any other questions that you want answered?
Actually, what is that? Who was that person we saw?
Which person?
The person that gave us the charms and stuff.
Ah, the hag, Winona Croby.
Yeah,
Was her name.
yeah. Any heard any rumors on this Wyona Crowbeak?
I mean, rumor mills are filled on hags come to become upstanding members of society. You'll have to give me a bit more specifics. She has her hand out, palm up, on her blanket, on what you're asking. Very clearly asking you to pay her to talk about her. And her
I'll
rumors.
give her another gold.
She takes it and similarly down the front of her shirt. Well, I don't mean to add to already hurtful stereotypes about her, but we all know she's a hag. Nothing inherently wrong with that, except I've heard a lot of rumors that she isn't necessarily keeping on the up and up, like her supposed probation reports. I've seen quite a many people walk in and out, seemingly not having any merchandise, but still not saying they've had a bad experience or upset for her not having their goods. And in my experience, a consumer usually isn't happy to be told they can't have what they want. Makes me suspicious, at least. Suspicious enough to keep a closer eye. And, I mean, my eyes aren't that good, but even they can sometimes catch the obvious that goes in front of them. That being that Winona is most certainly a profit-driven woman, and I would not put it past her to be driven by that more than her probation order. But that's just some of the gossip I hear around town. You know how the rumor flies. Continues walking.
Rumors
do
fly,
notice-
sensors.
As you've been talking to Wonder for a long time, there are at least 3 people who have there's 2 people having a fake conversation watching you, and another person who's just kind of sitting and eyeing you every so often. just you've paused at the old lady that everyone's keeping an eye on, and you're aware at this point that you're being watched.
Well, it was a lovely chat with you.
As same with you, dear. Come back anytime. I loved your company. And your gifts, too. And that's, of course, all we have is just a little patronage for little old lady in need.
Always, always glad to give someone in need. You have a nice day.
You
I
too, dear.
put my hand on my pistol a bit and walk off, making sure that no one's following me.
As soon as you leave Wonder, the people kind of disperse, and it was very clear that she normally has very quick conversations with people passing by, and sort of similar to how Karen ended up. As a stranger walked up and started talking to her for a long time and questioning stuff, people were just keeping an eye on you. It's not unusual for somebody new to ask about her rumors, but they definitely were making sure you weren't going to pull anything. But you start making your way
Right.
back towards, for ease of movement stuff. I'll say you definitely had planned that you were going to follow a large group back into the city. Since I don't think you had any papers the last time around, correct?
No,
Okay.
but
I recall that you said they documented each of us once we entered with Karen.
Yes, they
Yeah.
put well, Karen's papers had let you all been put in his group, essentially. You just needed one person to have papers, and everyone else could be in their group, quote unquote. But it's easy enough
Right.
for you to just kind of slip into a group as they're going in, especially as it's a slower time in the morning. Yeah, there's not a lot of criminal activity happening at 8:30 a.m., you know. So you slip back into town,
you never know.
and then as you're about here, after walking back through, you walk up on the large spell circle, the sunspoke summoning circle, that is. And then that's when you start to feel that twinge in your chest, and you continue walking. And now we are all caught up with everything you've done. Having found your contact, Wonder White, in the outskirts, in the slums, and the Shifting Tides Market is the name of that place. It is just a retired general goods shop that she ran. There's nothing really in there. You can stop in and get stuff. It's just very marked up, and no one really buys anything. So if you wanted to buy adventuring gear at well over like 70% of markup, you could buy stuff from her. But it seemed to you like the real services she rendered were her on the front porch.
Mm.
So we'll see if we'll talk more about the Shifting Tides if you go back. So as you got to the Sunspoke summoning circle, that's when you started to feel those twinges, and we're caught back up with the Lucid Space, Karen dropping, etc., etc., etc. And I'm going to cut back to the battle. Before we get there, though, I want to point out, and Daryl, I believe you are. I put this in the chat. Actually, I'm almost certain. It would be after that. Where I put in chat how far away you were.
And Daryl was 4 turns away.
Thank you. Okay, so if you're 4 turns, so I think it's fair that we implement sprinting rules here. For
3
the
turns away.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's fair
did
we
put in
implement.
chat.
Did I just miss it? Oh yeah.
Yes.
How did I miss that?
With your eyes.
Thank you. Yeah.
I
there
was
it is.
yelling into my mic. I forgot. I muted myself for Tristan.
Yeah.
Sprinting rules. I don't remember if they're official D&D or just homebrew. I've read that I like. Okay, so they're homebrew because they're not in the commanding. It's if you spend your whole action to do nothing but run and dash in a straight line, you get 4 times your movement speed. That is no bonus action, no nothing, nothing else, and you have to run in a straight line. that would quadruple the speed at which you're going. The other two didn't get this because they were bobbing and weaving through buildings as they got straight over to the temple. And Daryl is also similarly cutting around corners and not making a straight line to the temple. For Silver and Morgana, we'll say you all are running this way, then this way. Don't mind the actual measurements. I don't have the city scaled like that. We'll say it'll take you. I'd say on a normal walk it'd be 10 minutes over. 5 down. Let me do some quick math. Specifically quick math because I'm going to round this fairly soon. Ouch. Let's go with you all arrive in 7 turns each. Yeah. We'll go with 7 turns. So, you all are about the same, and you run into each other. That does mean, though, that if you're in the Lucid Space, you don't get a round of movement, like Morgana. So, I think that's all. So, 7 rounds for the 2 of you over far off, 3 for Andariel. And now, we are going to switch gears. One moment.
Maximum over death.
Make sure you press in the clutch all the way.
Is Vixera fixed yet?
God, once I shift into maximum overdrive.
Yes,
The roads
Vixera's
kinda,
working.
the roads are kind of icy if we had to put up 4-wheel drive.
I
So,
knew I should have gotten the turbo.
as we pick up, you all walk into this auditorium filled.
Oh, hello,
With
default
members.
human picture of the player's handbook.
Yeah. Although,
Listen,
funnily enough, it isn't just human character. It is a it's a monster. That's just the picture they pulled for it.
Yeah.
So, noted here the two characters, and we'll set the monster. With the yellow one are the ones that use their guiding bolt. The ones behind Karen. Karen is currently mostly under the table with a dagger in his back, bleeding, who is making death saves every round.
Yep.
The one blinded eye orc woman who is talking to him is there. You'll notice the art's a little funny. You have to zoom in to kind of see it. These are another type of human in the room. The picture doesn't really do him justice, but you'll get the gist. So, with that, I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. And if you'd like, those
aren't here either.
yeah, because you're going to be counting the speed you're running. So I'm going to put a box down here in the lower right for you all. Let's see, you're three rounds out.
How many
And
rounds
there?
is Griffin and I out? Again?
7.
7.
Yep.
7.
Which table am I under?
The middle one.
Thank you.
Did you not see yourself?
So I put your tokens for everyone who's not here yet in the lower right. If you hover over one of the like markers and you press a number, it puts that red number over the thing. So I'm gonna hit marked how many rounds until you get there. If you want to.
Yes.
Count down.
7.
Instinctively try to delete the new Karen token because he does that with Skritek all the time.
What? What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
are right here, Pirate.
You were already there, dude.
Oh!
I placed
Look
the
around,
3 people
my
who were
friend.
here.
Sorry, I'm
I
getting
appreciate you trying to help.
blind.
though.
I'm getting blind to my old age.
You rolled your initiative already, didn't you?
No.
Oh, good. I was gonna say because I deleted the one you put. So there's their initiative.
Shiakazing.
Their initiative.
We really wanted you to roll low there, Karn.
Jesus Christ!
Allow me to defend myself.
I have to check. Do they really only have a? They all have a. There's
Remember,
no...
we're only level 3, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This is.
There's a lot of action economy, dude.
It is, and it's. It is
Did
what
you
it
use
is.
a level of... Oh, you gave us a level of last session, didn't you?
Oh,
Yes, And
Okay,
everyone,
I think I did my health. I
Yeah.
didn't add it to I only changed my max. Okay.
to refresh it, yeah, everyone gained everything except for Karen. He got all of his abilities except his health stayed at 0.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through and check that. I forgot to do that. Anything else that might have popped up? So,
Yeah, so you'll have your spell slots that you would have normally. You just don't have your
I'm-
health care. 'cause-
I'm listed with 1 failure and 1 success right now.
Yes, it should be correct. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the players and all the NPCs. Descending order. Sweet Jesus. My characters, my monsters did not roll well on initiative. So, we start with Katira. You have just run in. Purple lightning still arcing over your body. You get the first round of initiative.
Yeah, I fucking do. Okay. Alright, I have looked thoroughly at my abilities, I think. Why? 45 feet. Wait, hold on. Fuck. Trying to do more things on so I can see. Where did I put my goddamn phone? There it is.
Just month
I'm using
things.
the character sheet on my phone.
Solid.
So, okay, 40 feet. Cool. Does anyone look like they're actively menacing the old man right now?
As in, like, actively looking like they were gonna hit him again?
Yeah.
From what it looks like, he looks dead. Like, he's bleeding out, his eyes are glossed over.
Alright, cool.
They look like
Then
they're
Katira's
getting ready to
not
cover it up.
Katira's not gonna give away the fact that, he's dead, or not dead. She's gonna... No, he's closer that way. She'll run up on this bitch, because that 40 feet should get her right here.
Mhm.
And then she's right within range. I don't need 45 feet. I have 40 feet exactly. I'm gonna go wah-ba-ba-bam. Alright. So, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my character sheet on the computer again so that I can look at descriptions at the same time. Okay. So I get to do
Take a breath.
No rush. We have time.
Karen doesn't.
shut up.
But
The first played a monk. Okay.
You're good.
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff in both hands.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and crack him across the head.
Do it. So in front of you is what appears to be some sort of priest or divine. Ooh. All right.
In front of me is what appears to be somebody that just got cracked across the fucking temple by a quarterstaff.
So I want to ask this: are you going for lethal damage or just knock them out?
So here's the thing.
Go on.
Katira, first and foremost, for the past redacted amount of years, has been a soldier, and they were combating things that actively sought to kill. So there was no border amongst her company because they weren't fighting people, they were fighting monsters. In this moment, I don't think Katira would have... Her instincts are not wired for non-lethal.
Okay.
And in this moment, when it is more instinct than logic,
Gotcha.
she is...
So as you lunge forward, you crack the end of your bow staff, your quarterstaff rather, into their temple, and as they fall back, they crack the back of their head on the corner of the table, and they are starting to drip blood out of the back of their head. They are down.
Are they unconscious or are they dead?
They're probably dying soon.
Are you going to make death saves for them, Connor?
No, as in, unless an NPC heals them, they'll. This person needs medical attention. Is what we're at.
Does it look like I? No, I don't think she's that feral.
No. Be a no.
You hit them hard. You knocked them down to 1. This person needs help, but they won't necessarily be dying.
I'm fairly certain you hit them so hard their gene sense felt it.
Yeah, you did
That's a
walk
bonus action. Fuck! Why can't keep pulled attack also maybe not a bonus action?
They're
That's
in
so
a happy
sad.
medium of lethal and non-lethal at the moment.
Fine, I don't think she would be feral enough to be, like, beating them unconscious and past that. If she sees that they're down and out of the way, she's gonna move on.
Okay.
Can't use both. Okay. That's my action. I can't move anymore. Because I don't want to... I only have 3 key points, and I really want to save them. So, for now, I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Mm-hmm. Although you should have 2 key points, because you used 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Just a
Have that marked?
reminder.
I do. I'm gonna put that on here.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna add that to my token if you can save it when you have a chance.
Yeah, I can do that now.
I'm putting it in the red as my key points.
Gotcha. I went ahead and switched to
Yeah.
the spoilers on screen thing, so I gotta remember to switch it back
Thank you.
here in a second, so we don't have another repeat of the last recording where everything was a spoiler.
I mean, if you look at it a certain way.
True. I can also just go ahead and set this to class resource for you. Is it in that first box in your class?
Let me double. It should be, but let me double check. No, let me change that to the first box.
Yeah, so wherever you have your darts at the moment, put your key points there, and then it'll...
I did.
Okay. So that is now auto-updating.
Cool. What I want.
Alright,
Thank you.
And I will update the token.
Thank you. Yep, because I have cool shit I can do.
Yep.
I want to do it.
Close.
For now.
Close, and now... Switch
Especially
back.
because, like, I don't know, maybe they'll back down and be like, wait, hold up. She just fucking cracked that guy in one blow.
They are definitely starting to change gears from let's cover up the body on the floor to oh fuck, there's more of them.
Good!
Is there anything else?
No, that's it. Katira
Yeah.
will just, I guess she'll try and make eye contact with anyone around her, basically going, your fight is with me.
So, the first person you see is this one right here.
I look fancy anyway. I don't look out. I'm not full Elton John Rocket Man, but I'm definitely flashy.
Yeah. Well, your cursed one, you have like muted clothes appear on you that don't. They still appear, but they don't have the effect with your spell tag. So you get to suppress the curse ability while you're wearing your necklace.
Okay. I thought it was still. I thought you had said something about like it's still.
You still have
kind
things
of drawing attention, but
it
not
still
full.
appears on you, but it isn't flashy enough to cause the curse thing. So you just have
Alright,
like
cool.
you have like new sleeves and armaments that have appeared on you to give you just looks like you just apparated more clothes onto yourself, essentially. It looks cool.
Kira's like, alright, fine, honestly.
Yeah. You've got a beret rather than a top hat at the moment. That's kind of muted.
Amazing.
So.
Very Sam Regal of me. That's my turn.
Karen. Oh, sorry. Last thing. You said as you were scanning the room, the first person you make eye contact with is her, the one-eyed orc, who just saw you down one of her men, and is
Which
now
one?
the one-eyed orc right here.
Oh, her. That's what I thought.
She locks eyes, head tilts forward, and you can see she just got her target lock.
Good. I'm the tank, baby. Come the fuck at me.
Love it. Love to see it. So. Go ahead and take your turn now, Gantor.
I think he's about to
Yep.
deck the other
At her.
Oh no. Oh,
Bonus action advantage.
Here we go.
You take a moment, knock your arrow, and
Elliot is back, baby.
stare down sight, and you see her. You let out a breath. No. No arrow? What are you throwing? Knife! Never mind. You've got a throwing
What
knife.
do you have? No!
Let's see how your throw is. Oh, it's that one!
It's pretty great. It's pretty fucking great. Wait a minute.
So, if you're able to unmute, if you would like to describe it, you can. Otherwise, I will for you.
That rogue.
Okay, so you all see Karen Thor walk in, and as he snaps his fingers, a shimmering light blue or light pink and purple blade appears in his hand. And as he aims down, as he stares her down, much like Gambit from the X-Men, flings this knife, and as it follows an impossible trajectory, stabs her just below the jugular, just into her collarbone, and then blasts out a pulse of energy. So there was your first one, and I believe, I don't know if it's
A+.
third level, you hit with your first attack, and immediately, isn't that when your bonus action to do the second one? It's a good thing to check. Because I'm pretty sure if you... Yeah, so normally you can use your bonus action to fling that second blade immediately. But, you had advantage, so don't you get sneak attack on that first one? I'm helping you out where I can. So you should have sneak attack on that first attack because you had advantage.
Sneak attack!
It's 2d6. You're level 3.
Roll 3, man.
One more d6.
Do it again!
I know very well that you have 2d6 because I look at Ricketts all the time.
Alright, so for a grand total of 6 plus 7, 15 damage, that was a pretty solid one hit. You've done your bonus action. I think you've moved all you can. Is there anything else?
Spot.
Turn. Okay. Alright, now we're on to Endario. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just change some text.
And Daryl runs.
Alright, there's one down. I'll let you move the counter.
I don't know how to.
Okay, I'll do
You
it.
hit the... You
Got it.
Click your token,
Oh,
the
you got
bottom thing, mouse over the blue, and then hit the...
God,
There you go.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's... I love that when I found out that you could do that. I was like, oh, that's perfect. Because you can go all the way up to 9 and 0, technically. And you can count down like a minute-long concentration with it. So, Morgana, you're still in the Lucid Zone. Or Lucid Space, rather. Is there anything you do on your turn? You have an action in there.
Would I be able to run and then stop to go back into space?
It would take a charisma check every time to move in and out currently. Because you aren't versed yet in moving in and out of the space, but you could try and do something in the space to Karen if you had anything.
I'm a barb, I got nothing. No abilities to possibly use. No items to possibly use. Unless you want me to stab you, Karen. I can stab you.
I mean,
Maybe later.
I guess until he's up, I'll just sit there and be a battery.
For now, you're staying then. Alright. Karen,
Yep.
speaking of which, I can go ahead and move those of you in the Lucid Space to that map.
Hey, can you really split it up like that?
Yeah, you can. If you grab the player name at the bottom, you can drag them to a different part.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, Karen is there on the Lucid Space now, and nope, not yes, Morgana. Two of you should now be in the Lucid Space. I'll pop over for just a second. And where you see everyone on there is where their ethereal bodies are when they're not here. Each of those circles
Nice.
are dedicated to you. The rest of you will see it soon, I'm sure. But jumping back to the battlefield. Karen,
10.
give me 10. That is meets it, beats it. I think that's a success.
That's a success.
Okay.
10 is success.
As you feel the hand, like these ethereal hands grabbing onto you and start to pull you down, you just manage to focus and hold on to your mortal tether, and you get one of your successes.
Oh,
Onto
2.
Two. Well, yeah, one more. I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
As the priest turn comes around, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So the one by the orc, we saw. I'm gonna split them up 2 and 2. The top 2 ones are gonna aim at are gonna look for Caranthor. The bottom 2 for Katira.
Okay.
I don't have that though. It's an interesting ability to give them when they don't have a weapon.
Damn shame.
They've got an ability to give a expend a spell slot and make a melee weapon attack deal extra damage, but they don't have a melee weapon attack action. They've got spiritual weapon, which isn't the same. Even though it's listed as a melee weapon attack, it's not actually.
Ill-prepared priests.
Yep.
Theme of the day.
Yeah, really. Okay. They're priests. Okay, I know what they're doing. So the one here in front of you, Katira, is going to step over, kneel down, and is going to cast Cure Wounds at first level on the fallen ally on the ground.
Damn it.
Giving them 7 HP. They're still... They just...
Yeah.
Jump back to breath, but that's their action.
Yep.
I could have killed them, but it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah. The other one who has the other expended spell slot, the one on the right, is going to cast Spiritual Weapon at...
Okay.
I'm going to say second level. Cool. I'll mark these for the second levels because Roll20 is fighting me and not letting me scroll. Let's just... Let me just grab a book open from somewhere and have that be their spiritual weapon. Cool. Behold the book. And there we go. So they are going to summon their spiritual weapon. This will be at you, Katira.
Okay.
Okay. So I think they hit.
Yeah.
Cracks down for 10 force damage. It cracks into you from behind. You weren't expecting. You see them cast their spell, and then you feel from behind the spine of a book crack into your spine. And you turn and see this, like, encyclopedia thick book open. And it's spinning end over end with really sharp corners headed towards you. Top right. It's going to launch a guiding bolt at Caranthor. 12 to hit. I don't think that hits. Ooh, that one impacts into the stone behind you. And the other one is going to launch another one. They're going to conserve theirs. They're going to do a Sacred Flame at you, which will be a Dexterity saving throw. One moment, that didn't actually move. I just have to move their token over to do it. Yeah, you save and take no damage. So as the one impacts behind you, you quickly turn and just almost like dancing, you're dodging these bursts of radiant flame and energy. Coming out unscathed around. And that's the priest's... he's going to move back to his chair. And not sitting in it, but taking a step back from his ally on the ground. Shift a little bit this way too. Okay. And then Tristan. Are you running for the round or?
What? Let me see. Sorry, back. Did Morgana run or?
Morgana is currently zonked out in the Lucid Space, eating death saving throws. And just waiting in case Karen does get more failures.
I'll probably wait one round, a round as well. Take one of the hits.
Okay. I do think you were in the Lucid Space when we left last time.
Yeah.
So you're also in there with her. I'll move you to that map if you'd like. Or you can go ahead
It'd
and...
probably be best for you to run, because I can still take one more, and then if I do end up taking one more, then we swap, and then I'll run, and then you come back into the space.
Well, I'll give you a
Remember,
free bit of
gotta
it.
roll.
Yeah, I
gotta
know.
roll
But if
back
I
in.
leave for space, getting back in, and I'm minus, I think, 2 or 3. and-
Silver's was just as bad. So,
I was just as bad. It took me several times just to get in. So
I suppose.
your save was a -1, I think, right?
what was it?
Your charisma
With
save
the
was a-
wisdom save?
Charisma.
It's a +0.
And I believe
Oh, charisma is -1. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a 14 or a 13 to get in. I'd have to go double check, but... So, are you staying in there then, or leaving?
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and take a hit
Okay,
if
so you're
possible.
gonna stay in this lucid space and wait to absorb
Yeah.
the fate. Okay. We get to the orc's turn. Oh. Sorry, I need to get a drink real quick.
I was gonna do the orc voice.
Oh no, I just have a dry throat, which I guess is
I know.
part of the orc voice.
Well, I know you're a dry boy.
Probably whatever you're snacking on that gave you the dry throat.
No, he's just perpetually thirsty.
Both
Not
of those are
even
correct.
not even joking. He's always drinking.
Yep. She looks over at Katir and goes, "So, you've brought allies with you, have you, infiltrator?" She steps up. You see, drawing out from under her priestly attire, she draws out 2 long swords. No, 1 long sword. They're 2-handed. Reverse how rather. She unsheaths her weapon and puts a holy symbol in the other. And she's going to move. 30 feet puts her here as an orc. Whoop, wrong sheet. She gets aggressive. She can bonus action move up to her speed to a hostile creature. So you see, she gets there, then she bends forward and bursts up onto the table and is in melee range with you in 1 round.
Good.
She's going to... Ooh. Interesting. So she's going to make 2 attacks with her longsword.
Okay.
Both 2-handed.
Okay.
So, here's 1, here's 2.
First one just hit.
Ooh.
You're probably down.
Yeah, I am.
So,
Definitely.
I've got a quick question. Did I miss it?
Let me double check something real quick. Let me triple check something real.
Dang it, I'm gonna kick your ass with the power of my staff. Propane nightmare.
Go.
What?
Damn. 2 crits against Katira already. That is... unfortunate.
Mood.
One moment. And last question.
Okay.
This could be important. So, take a moment to think about.
Yeah.
If you're looking for sample places, it could be hip, around the neck, etc., etc. Okay. I'm gonna roll something.
Go right ahead.
Okay. As you drop down, you fall unconscious, correct? You hit 0, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So as she slashes you down, she looks down at you and goes, "A shame. You disgrace your order. I had high respects for your people before now." And you open your eyes in the lucid space, seeing Karen being pulled down by these tatters of ethereal hands. You see those same hands now reaching up to grab you. Did you remind me, how many saves did you take for Karen?
1.
Okay, so you still have 2 for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 for me.
Noted. So, on to the acolyte's turn. Zzz. Jesus. Forgot how little they had. They saw
Good.
one of them get fucking waffle stomped by one hit by Katira. They are actively moving to the, far ends.
You really put a level 5 bitch against a bunch of level 3s.
See,
No, there was no way I was getting out of this counter. Don't even put any of this on.
I'm going to reserve saying anything until we get
Please
a
do.
little deeper into this.
Proceed.
I'm
'Cause
just
everything I
saying,
say
she
breaks
has to be
even.
level 5 because that's when you get extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
True. I mean, she's not got levels per se. I mean, she's just a creature with a stat block. But yeah.
We shall proceed.
And then they probably would. I don't know. Is this one still linked? Fuck, it is linked.
Warning, Bondi here.
No, I still have the. It was to token of all acolytes. I'll fix that. Two of them were still linked. Sorry, I have to fix that. Or else it's going to throw off all of their healths. Because the one Katira hit was linked to it. So now all the ones that are slightly damaged. Okay, that should be fixed. That one's definitely going to use its action to dash the fuck away from the one who nearly killed it. Even though she's down. That brings us to Katira. They don't have anything there. Well, they'll cast Sanctuary on themselves. Those who have actions. And then we're on to Katira's turn. That's a success.
Shit, I didn't mean to press that. Sorry. No, that's initiative,
that's initiative.
here.
Whoops.
I thought that was my switch over.
You could.
Roll, there we go.
Still a success.
Okay,
You're good. As these hands start to grip you, those black feathery wings that you feel on your back in this space just swat down and grab and smack the hands away. Karenthor, last hero standing. As this orc woman looks at the one who dropped, and though she has her long sword above Katira, ready for, she could very clearly go in for another fatal strike here for a second. She catches you in her good eye and immediately is starting to shift focus towards you. I will say, Katira does not count as an engaged ally for sneak attack, if you're wondering.
Very much not engaged. My tank stance is not helping you right now, buddy.
Using steady aim gives him sneak attack anyway.
True,
If
but
you
I
say
assumed he might save that so he could do the 2 daggers. I'm sure he's doing the math now. Of 2d6
Sneak attack
versus...
is a mighty roll.
I think sneak attack with the 1 dagger hitting surpasses the 2 dagger rolls.
It does, because he'd have to hit both times.
Yeah. Okay, so steady aim once again. Focused.
And boy! It's your boy!
So, funnily enough, you all in the lucid space see everybody's bodies moving. You see as Karenthor snaps Some of the energy from the Lucid Space forms the dagger in his hand, and you launch a mighty powerful dagger. Maybe it's because there's so many of your allies in that space charging it. Maybe you just had a really good shot. But you fling this dagger. And it lands. It is going in for a near kill shot to her. And it's only last minute that she just dodges and it sticks into her chest. And then as she reaches to go pull out the dagger, it follows up with an explosion like the previous one. And that's 13 plus 14. Oh, Jesus.
Owie
14
zowie, right in the
minus-
Infinity Stones.
And she's looking rough as she drops to a knee for a second. Almost Karen Thorpe. She looks, she goes, lucky shot. Teeth gritted, teeth bore, and very angry. And Ariel, you have
Running.
Say that at her.
one round
I'll be
down.
here next turn.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and move you for where you'll be. And then you can just take the whole numbers off, because when it hits 0, you'll be here. So, Morgana, you're staying in space still?
Yeah, there's 2 people that take saves for now.
Yeah. Karen, let's hope your luck's changed. I think that's your 3rd success, stabilizing you?
Yep.
So him being stabilized gives me my death save back, right?
No, because he's not up yet.
God damn it.
Yeah, sorry folks. Death save don't go away until he's up. Because technically if he was stabbed, he would still get more death saves. They haven't gone away.
Yep.
So we're just helping the other person who is down.
But he doesn't have to
Hi.
make anymore.
Yep.
So, Karen, you finally focus all enough. Fuck, words. Let me try that again. You finally focus up enough. There we go. As these hands are trying to pull you down, you push them off, and you no longer have to make your saves against their draw. On to the priest's turn. They see the down Katira, and they... I don't think they would shoot her. Because the person who stabbed Karen after he was down was this orc woman. The others downed him, but didn't go in for gutting him. So I think they would leave her be, as they are priests, and cold-blooded murder is generally a tenet of bad guys.
I also didn't go further than that with their friend either, so they're not
True.
going to have to revenge kill.
Right. So I don't think they would go to try and snipe her. However, there is a guy who just about downed their big, strong orc leader, and they are going to turn and fire. So, let's see, how far, what is the range on that spell? Oh, wrong one. 120 feet. Okay, it's most definitely in range of everyone now. Yeah, this whole battle map is in 120. Okay, just double checking. Alright. So. They are going to fire 1, 2, 3, 4. They all still have spell slots for it. Still at first level. This first 2 are at you, Karen Thor, these first 2 spells.
I'm just waiting.
Oh, I was like, I didn't do that. That was... Okay, so this should be... Why are they blessed? Where did blessed come from? They're
Wasn't
not
me.
blessed. How are...
Hashtag.
There's no blessed thing on an NPC sheet. I don't know how they're blessed. Ignore
Is
the bless
there-
roll for the moment.
I imagine 18 still hits.
Yeah. So the one guiding bolt sinks, and the second one will be at advantage.
Turns out volley firing guiding bolt is overpowered.
Yeah. 24, additional 19.
He's down.
Yeah. What the fuck?
So You have dropped to 0, and similarly, we'll wake up in the lucid space, realizing, oh shit. We'll see what this comes to next turn. Well, oh fuck, someone's about to arrive. Getting interesting. So, Silver, not Tristan, I need to fix your token. Are you staying in the lucid space still?
Put me back in the regular map.
Yep.
So I can see what's going on.
I'll go ahead and move everyone. I was just giving you all a sneak peek of what it looks like while you're in there. But I have a feeling everyone's going to end up there in a minute. Checking on you all.
Yep.
We're all gonna die.
Maybe. We'll see. Just sit. No, sorry, wrong character. I'm fixing the name now before I say it again. Silver. What would you like to do with your turn? Are you Silver? Kristen? Are you there?
Are you muted, Tristan?
Said back there. I was like way earlier, and then didn't say anything else.
I didn't see any messages from as of late.
It might have just been summoned.
Sorry.
again.
Oh,
Oh.
there you are. I
There
was
you
about
go.
to message you and ask you.
There was just some yelling, so I had to run quick.
You're good. So, do you need me to recap what just happened? Karen Thor's
Did someone
down.
else go down?
Yeah, Karen Thor's down. I'm
Oh.
asking, are you staying in the lucid space to eat death saves or not?
I mean, there's several people down, yeah.
Alright. And- Technically can't make it, although, oh my god, she's 5 feet off. She can't technically use her ability to move because he's not hostile, he's down. I mean, guess that's semantics.
Definitely.
Need a 15-foot sphere. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna give her the extra 5 feet, and I'll describe what she's doing when Endariel sees it. Acolytes have sanctuary on themselves and are staying the fuck away. Tira,
Alright. What? Why'd you
Katira's
exit?
up.
I'm up!
as a
At the
surge
start
of
of her
vitality
turn as
hits
well.
you.
One hit point!
As a surge of vitality fills you.
So you have a full turn right now.
Woo!
You're prone,
Yeah!
but you're at 1 HP.
Woo! I'm at 1 fucking HP. Let me go
As
through
if-
my.
As if hearing the echoes of this orc woman's words that I used to have respect for your order. Those words filled your head until you were pushed back into the world of the
Yeah,
living.
That's fucking rude. Okay. I have 1 hit point.
Who's
Ooh.
our white mage?
So good. Funny enough, he was the first one to go down.
What? The
He
white
said
mage?
yeah, the healer, Karen.
Oh,
White
unfortunate.
mage.
Yeah, I can't stabilize him. I can't get him up. I don't have any potions. I got. Fuck all. I'm a monk, guys. I am a DPS. I'm a DPS that likes to tank.
You do you.
What is this? What is this one?
That's the spell slot they used.
The spell slots that she's used.
Yeah, she's used
So
those first.
she has the weapon up on me.
They do. This one over there.
They do.
And they
that
did
one
not
over there.
swing on you when you were down, even though the weapon is right above you.
That's fair. That's respectful. We respect that. I don't know who healed. I would know who healed
This
who.
one
I
did.
was conscious for that. Who did that?
This one.
He?
Yeah, they cast a Cure Wounds on this one, this acolyte here. I think.
That shit's gotta stop. Crack.
Okay.
What else can I do? I get.
Fair. Roll them.
Oh, I have to reset my 2 successes though, because those would go away.
True, and your failures. Well, except
I
for the
didn't
one you
take
took.
any. I didn't take any other than Karen's.
True.
So, okay, hold on. Back over to combat from health and death. Crack. That rolled? No, it didn't.
Nope.
Rolling.
14 hits. I think.
Hey,
Hang on.
it
Let me make
hit.
sure the AC is not broken.
That it
It
hits,
is,
no
but it
take
still
back.
hits.
Yeah. Yay! No take back!
The number was wrong.
Okay.
It said it was 10. It was not 10, but it's 14 still hits.
Fair enough. So, now what I'm going to do,
Mhm.
because I'm up, I've cracked her in the temple.
Mhm.
She's still up.
Yeah, you did a solid chunk.
Alright. I am going to spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows, 2 unarmed strikes.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. Here's 1. Rolling. That hits.
Yeah, it does. Here's another 8. We still
And-
need a D4 at level 3?
I'm fairly certain, but I will double check.
I thought it went up to D6 by that point.
No,
Double
No,
checking right now, but
that's
it
level
does.
4. I'm pretty sure. It's been a little bit since the loudest, but I'm pretty sure it's that's like one of the rare things you get like.
It's not a D6 until level 5.
Level 5. Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
D4
continue.
for the first 4 levels, which is that's fair. Okay, so that's the first one, and then if she's still up, the second one, it's rolling. Ow!
7 unfortunately doesn't hit, but they are staggering and close to being downed.
And oh no, that's not what I want to do. Hold on. That's probably not going to be helpful. What kind of armor are they wearing?
They are wearing, let me check, chain shirts.
Chain shirts.
Yeah.
I want her to make me a dex save.
Alright.
Open palm?
Yeah, they don't have proficiency in it. It's just 7, yeah.
Yay! Open palm!
I don't even have to look at my DC to know that fails. She is prone.
How does it look when you knock her prone with these punches?
So I've cracked her in the temple with my quarterstaff, and that kind of gets her off balance. And then, okay, so this is a little cheesy, but do you remember in the sports festival arc of My Hero Academia?
Oh, God, you fucking nerd.
Yeah, keep going.
Go on.
I love you.
When Aoyama and Ashido are fighting,
Oh no.
and she goes for my finishing move, and uppercut! And I've cracked her in the temple, and so she's up, and then I just go, BAM! And right at the bottom of the jaw, and like snap the neck back a little bit, and just BAM! Flat on her back.
Oops, wrong one. And they are prone on their back, just clutching their jaw in pain.
Yeah, you fucking would too.
So, anything else? Any movement or?
Well, she's prone. So
And you used half movement to stand up, so you should have half minus 5.
I have 15 feet.
Yep.
There's no point in me engaging that guy. I've used my attack and my bonus action. So I'm content to stay where I am, just kind of I put my staff on her chest, not like actively pushing her down, but just like a warning of like, try and get up.
Alright.
Fucking try.
They're probably murmuring something to you, but their hurt jaw is busted. And, Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of that. So, Karenthal, I need a death saving throw. That's a success. And Daryl, you arrive. Karen Thor's down. You see Karen bleeding out in the middle. And you see Katira actively broken, beaten, and bleeding. But standing.
What's this woman doing next to Karen Thor?
She has him by the, the lapel. Yeah, she has, him by his coat, his shirt, and is, holding him up. Just looking at him.
Could you describe her body type for me?
She is a...
Big bruiser or lit?
Are you asking, how strong she looks?
Does she look like she's dexterous or strong?
She looks like she's very much leans more on strength combat than dex combat. It is not very dexterous. Very bulky.
Bulky.
Trying to make a decision here between two spells.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at her.
Nice!
Is that a 2-hit?
Yeah, it's a roll.
Okay.
And I miss completely.
You strike over and hit the table next to her. And she turns and looks at you. Tosses Karen Thor into the chair.
Well, shit.
And now has you in her sights.
Alright, and...
Damn, that would have been a lot. Would have been clutch, too. Every auto damage every round. Alright, is that it?
I'm looking. I don't know all of my spells very well, so
You're good.
I have to look at them.
Take a second.
It's been a long time since I played a Warlock.
No problem, no problem.
She'll mutter shit. And seeing Katira over here, she's gonna hoof it this way.
Alright, is that all?
Yep, that's it.
Alright. Morgana, staying put.
Yes, unfortunately.
Karen, you're stable. The priests are gonna... There's a newcomer. They're burning through their spell slots and they have a whole day of work, technically.
Fuck! I have to fight customers at 8:30 in the morning. I still have a shift to do after this.
Yeah, they all have to go to the temple after this and do priestly services.
After committing murder?
I mean, capitalism, I guess.
YouTube, don't take us down, please.
No, I dare them to.
By the way, Connor, I'm out here and did the spiritual plane thing.
Oh, that's fun. What do you mean?
Apparently I have a type, and I remember that there being a certain creature somewhere nearby. I just need something in my back pocket, if that was an option.
It. I described one muscle orc woman, and you immediately change your tone. God. Oh.
I refuse to be the reason the entire party dies. So if I gotta talk to that sin fiend, if that's on the table, I want to know.
I got you. He is still sat there at the.
I just want to know if since I'm fully out, if I'm anywhere near
you are coherent on the lucid plane, or the lucid
just
space.
Let me just think that over the next round, then I'll think on how I want to proceed.
He is staring you down and just looking at you all, sipping like a thing of wine. Priests. This one in front of you, Katira's just going, "Oh, please stop!" Like hands up, not attacking you, but begging, not begging, but they're trying to brace and cover themselves, limp backwards. They're gonna crawl out 5 because you don't have them grappled. 5.
That's an opportunity attack, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I forgot.
Good.
Yeah, advantage.
Yep. And I am gonna fucking take, because that's why I had it of go ahead, try and move.
Yeah, they're trying to limp away.
That's what the warning was for.
Ooh. How is a 20? Huh?
Why is it blue?
It's red.
What?
It's red
What
like it's a natural failure. That is interesting. I'm glad I've got that captured.
Why does it say, okay, rolling 1d20 CS greater than 20, plus 4 for dex and 2 for proficiency.
So that's always when it says the CS greater than 20. It's just a weird color for some reason.
Well, the blue means there's a crit fail and a crit success in the same combination rule.
I'm gonna open my sheet and look at that real quick. Hold the fucking phone.
I'm gonna go ahead and you knock them out. I'll go ahead and tell you
Crit
that
range 20. That's accurate. Okay.
one. Yeah, it's just weirdly it's registered your natural 20 as a critical failure, but also as a
I'm
critical
gonna take a picture of that shit.
It's fun glitches with the Roll20 app. Brought
Gotta
to you by the
love it.
Curselings.
Fascinating.
So, they try and look away. Just,
Interesting.
please stop. Crack. They're out. So,
I told you not to run.
the other priest sensing, oh, these bitches crazy, gonna cast Sanctuary on himself.
This bitch not! What the fuck? Susie over here trying to defend herself. She got her ass whooped. What?
Keisha, no!
And then this one doesn't get to cast because they just got their shit rocked. Silver, are you staying in the space?
I'm probably gonna say one more turn.
Okay.
If he gets a crit save, another crit save.
Okay. Then we'll move on to
How
the
many
next.
saves have he had?
He has had one success, I believe.
Okay, one success.
I don't
okay.
think he's taken any. No, he took 2 failures, I believe, earlier.
He took 2 failures.
I'm pretty sure he took 2 failures from Karen earlier, and then he dipped out of the Lucid Space, and he has 1 success. Yeah. So he's not doing too hot.
One more failure and he's down.
Just need 1 healing word on Karen, and like 5 fails go away.
No one has healing word.
If only there was a potion on Karen.
Only there was a cleric who could heal.
Oh wait, that's Karen.
Mm-hmm.
There are several. We're just fighting them.
Touche.
That's the problem.
Should have dragged that one over and been like, heal him real quick. Or I break his skull.
I'll give you the worst noogie of your life if you don't cast Cure Wounds on this bitch right now.
Right the fuck now. I don't have the movement to do
I
that.
get up.
That's not how it's...
That bitch is the only one with the aggressive feature. I'm gonna slap that bitch so fucking hard with the inflict wounds.
Aggressive is a great feature.
It is. If only it
Speaking
worked in
of
my
which,
favor.
She's about
Can't
to
wait to
use
play
it.
Kagaz.
So, she moves 30 feet towards you, Andariel. Goes, huh. Oh, Katira's up again. And Katira just knocked out another fucking person and you missed your shot. Let me move her back.
Sharkeisha, no!
She saw you blast a bolt of lightning that missed her. She's like, magic, cool. And then she sees the one that she thought she downed is now back up again. And you know what? Given the things about Katira, she's going to assume certain stuff about her.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm messaging you, Liv, what she thinks you are.
I have an idea.
This is what.
Oh, interesting.
Because they have that ability. That when they,
I didn't know that.
So she's thinking,
Huh.
oh, so
Oh
that's a
god,
problem.
wouldn't that have been a good fucking choice? Not at all how I went.
Alright, 30 feet over
She's
the
like-
table.
Oh shit.
And she looks at you, and she goes, maybe you do some service to your orders, but why ally yourself with these people? These bloodsuckers. And she's going to lunge in for an attack. If you're still
From all the way over there?
well, bonus action, aggressive.
That
Okay.
table's really
Five.
greasy.
I was like,
where's
where's she? You come over there with a long arm. Okay, now that makes sense.
So here's the first attack. Does a 10 does not hit.
No.
If you'd like to give a response after that first swipe, you can.
They have proven themselves far worthier than you.
You haven't seen the chaos they've ravaged on our home, then. Then she's gonna spin around for the second strike.
Okay.
Does that kill you outright?
No, it doesn't. It's 27 in one. It has to be in one attack clip.
Oh, that's right. I was like, that's 35 because I was adding the two attacks together instead of the damages.
Jesus, are you just a
we're
crit
fine. My
magnet?
max is 32.
That's the third time I've crit on you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying.
With her.
With...
No, it's only twice with her.
So, as she misses that first attack, lunging forward, and gives her retort, you look and she's that same longsword she's grabbing. She pulls back and slashes you, basically in a backhand. Just down again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ow.
It's always right before my turn.
Yeah. Curse presentation.
This is becoming the black pudding all over again.
Oh no.
I wasn't there for the black pudding.
It lives on in infamy enough.
Do not bring that up. We swore never to speak of it again.
Don't invoke its name. So basically, Liv, I had a black pudding that crit nonstop on the party, and a black pudding does a lot of damage, but it has a really hard to hit.
Does.
Yeah, it just is really low to hit.
So everyone dropped like 12 times.
Yeah. It was constantly up, down, like dragging each other to the exit, and then just
one of us bum rushed the bridge. We could have kited it, but someone was went on the bridge, and we had to go save them. Was it the wizard?
Maybe.
Marion.
I remember Marion split it in two by using slashing damage on the news.
And you went, he did hit it with a slashing damage.
Why didn't he? Of course, that sounds about right.
They didn't know, obviously, that it split, but anyway, we're getting off track. The acolytes are fucking moving.
They're like all gonna crowd around Kajira, be like, make sure she stays down this time. Make sure she stays down this time.
Checking.
Scary bitch. Which, like, honestly, fair.
Yeah, none did.
Don't worry, it's only 7 turns.
Okay. Answering GM.
Someone fail a death save so I can start moving.
Captain, turn the key, Captain.
Because I'm not getting back in that space if I leave.
I can't fucking believe I'm about to do this again. God fucking damn it!
Time is a flat circle.
Time is a weird
cycle. It's back.
The cycle returns.
I'm an orc.
Yes. And Pyro, you know the other reason it's funny.
Shut the fuck up.
It's it's all coming together. You think I give up my favorite?
Connor, it's a demon too. It's a fucking demon too. God fucking damn it!
You think I give up my favorite plot hammer? Not
I hate you so much. I want to give you credit. This was your fucking plan all along, just to fuck me in the ass.
Saving throw.
Sorry, I'm caught up on it.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
roll.
Yeah. Sorry, I got caught up in Pyro's.
Oh, hey, nice.
Parentor, death saving throw.
Sorry, Norman. I'll keep moving.
Motherfucker!
You think I would put away my Dune Stag beating stick? You fool! I have re-engraved the name to Cairn.
Death save, Parentor. For success. And it's your turn, Andariel.
Andy?
And Ariel's gonna look around with a panicked look on her face and just scream, Giasa, get us the fuck out of here.
And as previously stated, you have a once a day thing you can ask for greater help. Roll me a D100 to see how her help manifests. Okay, about middle of the road. You all see there's very high ceilings in here, and you start to see clouds forming, and a breeze picks up. and you see their the wind picks up sharply, and you see their bodies starting to be pushed across the floor by a strong wind. Let's move you 30 feet. 30 feet.
Flap.
And this fucking orc woman just watches the bodies zoom at 30 feet in 6 seconds from a wind that's only like an inch off the ground. She's like, what the? And looks over to you.
Do I still have an action?
You do. That was Giasa's action.
It's like if.
Alright, I'm going to cast darkness now.
Oh, where? Interesting.
And I am going to move that. It's got a 15-foot sphere of darkness.
I think that's about 15 feet.
Yeah. And it's going to be centered on that green dot that I made.
Okay. So measure out 15 from. Yeah, there's 15-ish. That's close enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Devil Sight, so I can see in my own darkness.
Oh. Now, did you want Giasa to push Karen Thor into this darkness with you? Or just out of the room?
Just, if he moved 30 feet. He already moved his 30 feet.
Yeah,
so.
I'm saying, would you have instead wanted it in here?
Yeah, definitely want him in the darkness so they can't be attacked.
Then she would have pushed him in here.
Yep. And, that's my turn.
So you look around, your allies are now shrouded in darkness.
Hold on, I know Karen Thor has a healing potion on him, don't I? Not Karen Thor, Karn.
Karen?
I don't have one.
Karen?
Somebody has one.
Not
Karen
me.
has it.
I checked my inventory.
Somebody got one from the first session that you found.
I'm like 90% sure Karen has it. Pyro?
I think it's time for everyone to check their inventories.
I already did.
I have
herbalism kit.
5 things in my inventory.
Fuck it, I have it. Ha ha!
Ah!
I'm gonna run over to Karen, and I'm gonna pour the fucker down his throat.
That'll be an action to pour it down his throat. It's a bonus action for yourself, but you can.
I'll
next
ready
turn.
for it to do it next turn.
Yep. Easy enough, and you're also shrouded in darkness that no one else can see you. So, good job, Morgana. Staying put or getting out?
Morgana will look at Silver. Would you like to stay in here?
I'll stay. You go. I still have all my stuff.
Alright, back to the physical world. Fucking Usain Bolt time.
7 turns, baby. Let's go.
So, Morgana, you're running and you see like people like crossing the way and just fuck them. Comes across your eyes.
My cabbages.
Straight line. People are
Hi,
dodging out of the way.
cabbages!
There's carts that are just about that veer off to the side, and you are booking it as fast as your legs will carry you. Just like you said, Usain Bolting it. Karen, you're stable. You do have an image of the area around you in the space, so you do see Andariel above you with the potion getting close.
Uh-huh.
I assume you don't want to try and make any devil's deal.
I'm gonna hold off for the moment.
You do notice that the fiend has now leaned in, as if he's more interested in what's happening now that the potion's approached you. They're refilling their wine glass. The
Yep.
priests-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go- Oh. Shit. That's darkness. Back up. Oh, this one's...
Since I'm lucid, can I see in the darkness? Like
no.
for the room, or by just seeing like the burst outline of what's in front of me?
You just know that that you're gathering from what you see of what's her name? Andariel. That she's getting close to give you the potion. Other than that, your surroundings are muted by the darkness spell.
Okay.
Your wounds. That's their turn. Silver, are you staying put?
Yeah. By the way, does it look like, from my point of view, that Karen will be... It looks like he's about to make a deal?
I think you were describing, Pyro, that Karen was eyeing up the fiend and considering his options.
He looks apeshit angry.
Is
Just
that Karen
angry.
or Pyro?
He looked... Well, Pyro's depressed. Karen is in fucking rage, and he's looking at the devil.
Okay. If he just looks enraged, it doesn't look like he's gonna make a deal. I'm not gonna shoot him.
Oh, good. And Karen Thor's dead. Take some death saves. I'm kidding. This orc looks and goes, huh. Of course, there's always magic that comes to fuck up my strategy. And you hear her enter the darkness. And I'm gonna have her make a perception check to see if she can hear you. Your heavy breathing and etc. The sounds of gurgling blood, etc., etc.
Oh,
So she steps in.
I'm gonna uppercut
Give me a
this
stealth
bitch.
check, and Ariel.
Sure you can.
If anybody has inspiration, they may want to check it now if they have an advantage for dex save or anything. Just
I got a 9 and a 4.
I've
I
got
have,
reactions and I've got wisdom checks.
Did we get a new card last session, or no?
I don't think so.
I have a 6.
Okay.
I have it.
Roll me
Wait,
your stealth.
don't you give out cards when we level up?
Yeah, and I did, didn't I?
No.
Oh.
No.
No.
I guess I'll do that now.
So who has a 6?
I have the 6 for you.
All right, so I have advantage. Put it out and delete it.
Well, we'll see if you
Can
need
I?
it first.
Yeah, I was about to say. Let's see if you even need it.
Stealth.
And ooh! Let me go ahead and deal these cards just in case anybody gets like a king or something.
And I can't give an ace for an auto crit on this, can I?
So before no one's given a card yet.
Wait, hold on. I just got a joker.
Joker's a reroll, conserving advantage. Oh, and you've got to get rid of it. Oh,
Damn it!
Thor, I think probably wanted to use because they have a duplicate. So you have a duplicate one, Tanthor. Do you want to go ahead and use it now and give them a reroll? Yep, that's what he's doing. So you get a reroll. And there we go.
All right.
And I can't.
Not
give
very
the 6
stealthy.
on this.
14.
All right. 14. Technically a new roll,
Advantage.
so you can give your advantage to it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
14 versus 20.
Just anything to help at this point.
She goes, "You do realize I'm blind in one eye. I'm used to not seeing things." And you hear her bump the edge of the table, and she is getting close. She's used her action to make a perception check, but Andariel, you hear her right behind you. Shing. And you have the sinking suspicion that she has her sword up and is about to strike.
Yep.
She used her action to make her perception check. Acolytes will do nothing. Katira, are you still making death saves?
Yep.
Yep. Again.
Yeah.
You've been getting nothing but crit and been getting nothing but crit on.
Keep critting myself back
Edward Elric.
You're
me the
literally a
Philosopher's
crit
Stone.
machine in both being targeted and doing it yourself.
Woo!
Okay, so
Reed, be a
Katira,
good
you
boy.
wake up in darkness.
Don't monk shit!
I just want to give you the... It's such a cool moment. I just want to give you the cool shit that you get a flash of... Somehow in the Lucid Space, you see around Andariel, you see the looming figure behind her. You get a vague idea that she's this direction. You'll still be blinded, but you know that there's trouble this
Oh,
way.
you're approaching her.
I can't resist giving you this cool moment for another crit save.
Yes! Yes!
There's just no hole in you. Yada yada. You're just Jotaro. You won't go down.
It's a
You're
long
actually Jotaro.
damage. I have several slashes across my torso.
Yeah, you're just Jotaro because you're the plumber.
I'm still going!
Yeah,
Kick
her
her ass.
assumption about you, Liv, is only getting stronger now.
I know!
It's a monster. A devil.
So...
I'm gonna have to ask for a subclass swap on principle!
This is literally what's happening right here.
Oh,
The dice are forcibly changing my subclass!
I'm seeing health totals, and I'm realizing things might happen.
Yada yada.
We told you this is the beginning of the fight.
No, I mean, I'm saying you might be able to do this on your turn and down her.
Are you fucking kidding?
No,
I'm gonna destroy this bitch. I am so fucking
Oh, you have like
furious.
one more key point,
So
right?
you'll still have
I have
disadvantage.
one more key point. So here's the thing. If I use my action to do a perception check, would I be able to have a regular roll against her?
You don't have to make a perception check. I'm giving you because it's a fucking cool moment that you know she's that direction.
I know where she is.
You'll still have disadvantage, but I would keep in mind anyone who has an ace, if you land a hit, they can stack a crit on it for you.
I make my way over to her. My footsteps are light and delicate.
Okay.
Hail, Mama Louis
Easy.
Jr.
Again, with the fucking quarterstaff, switching back over to combat.
Still at disadvantage because you're blinded, but
Yep, two-handed quarterstaff.
No horny.
10.
10.
10 unfortunately misses. You
As
swing
the
past.
ocean.
Hold on.
Oh,
1 fucking second.
this would technically count as a dexterity check if you have said card.
I can. I'll do that. Like a dexterity check. I'll use mine.
Are
That
you,
would be a 15.
I won't.
Ace! Fuck it!
Oh.
You
You
say
only
ace!
You get 1 per roll, and a 15 wouldn't hit either way.
Oh. Well.
It's an auto crit.
Yeah, if you
No,
hit.
but you can only. Yeah.
If I
You
hit.
have to hit first.
Oh.
Oh.
But
So I use mine or no?
So take that card back, man.
All right.
You can pick
God
yours
damn
back
it.
up, Shane.
No card. No card.
I wanted you to kill her.
Kira, would you like to use your last key point?
So here's what I'm going to do first.
Mhm.
I have a 10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that to get an extra action.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna wind up, and I'm gonna hit her again.
Swing.
I'm in a full blind mother. God.
Dexterity.
Yeah, so there's your 24.
Let me make sure I have the dexterity one. I have a 9, a 3, and a 5.
So you've got a hit. You can't
Five
stack the
hit
crit
the
on this
string.
one, but
It's okay.
Hit her.
5 is
7
strength.
damage.
I have
Let me-
one more
let me make
key
sure.
point.
she
Let me make
is
sure. See.
looking
Is she still
rough.
up?
Just
She's
She's
still
looking rough.
looking rough.
I'm going to spend my last key point.
Oh no! Wait. I have. Let's see. A 9, a 3, and a 5. I think that's actually wisdom. Damn it. What the fuck?
6 is dex.
Damn it. 6 is dex. Okay. Gotta fuck
I
up.
still have the Joker. If you need it.
Yeah. I have wisdom. I have
Well,
strength.
let's have her
and
roll first before we. I
Alright,
mean,
alright.
she gets to roll first before we get to do anything. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Do not take the stuff, motherfucker. Because.
So I'm going to use my last key point for 2 unarmed strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Pop. I can't look.
One more.
What the fuck? I'm rolling it on the computer this time.
I'm betrayed by Mobo.
Oh shit.
Diakazing! She's dead!
I'm shrieking into my fucking mattress.
Oh lord, she coming!
I'm in tears. I am in tears.
You're gonna be in more tears here in a second when you find out what you did.
I'm so excited. So I try to swing at her with the quarterstaff and I miss. I try to swing again with the quarterstaff and I miss. But at that point, I've gone to her left and to her right. So I think I have a good idea of where she is. I take my hand and I swing for her face and I miss. But at this point, I like brush the tip of her nose so I know where she is. And I take. Is this how do you want to do this?
It sure is.
I am gonna take her head between my 2 hands and smash it against my knee.
Oh.
And
and I'm gonna pull her back up, and as I watch the light fade from her eyes, Katira is on the verge of just naturally passing out, and she looks at her after just smashing her face into her knee, and she says, "You know nothing of her, you know nothing of me, and you know nothing of them," and flings her body to the ground. Just panting and like hunched over almost from the strain of keeping herself standing.
And as you do so, those of you watching around, especially you, Andariel, this is magical darkness. There is so much energy and speed flowing through Katira. You see sparks of energy coming off of her. The same purple that she carried before follows her through with all these strikes. And just arcing through the darkness from the outside, there's darkness broken up by little bursts of light somehow piercing through. And she falls. No one else in the room knows she has dropped except you all, because of the darkness spell. And now, for all intents and purposes, you all can get out of initiative if you just leave, because you're pretty much blocked to the view of everyone. But there's one important thing to do here.
Gotta get Karen.
Karen Thor, would you like to share your ratio of successes to failures?
Oh no!
2 and 2.
2 and 2, what?
Those were his death saves.
And it is now his turn. This is...
Thankfully, he's stable.
He's not stable until you get up, Karen, which is after... is the next turn.
Oh.
There's...
That's why I am still there.
Silverstone things. So.
Oh yeah,
so
Silverstone.
Thor, roll.
Alright, roll, man.
Oh, it's a good thing Silverstone in there.
Hey,
I'll take the hit.
Silver lining, if you will.
This is the best fucking mechanic ever. This is amazing.
Death comes for you closely and pulled into silver. And you get to pass on your turn.
I can't believe Cole cast
And
a fan the
Dariel.
hammer on death.
Roll
And
your...
Dariel is going to feed Karen the health potion she has on her.
Go ahead and roll those 2d4 plus 2.
Am I rolling it, or is Pyro?
You can.
You roll it.
You're downing it. No, so you get this win. 4
So
plus
he gets
2,
6
6 health. Karen, you immediately shoot up. Everyone who took a death save for Karen is now unbound.
I am back at 0, baby.
Which means Karen Thor is back to 0 fails as well. So.
Okay, that was my action.
And the wins are still here for Giasa, and she will continue to carry you all out. If you just want to get out of dodge, someone will need to grab Karen Thor, though. Don't say that, dog.
She'll notice that Katira is up. She'll go, Karen Thor is a couple feet to the next to you. Pick him up and we gotta go.
I have him.
Karen, as we're dropping out of initiative, you remember that thing that this orc took from you was she put around her neck as you were going down.
Oh, I remember.
Just reminding you, we're out of initiative. You all are moving out of the room, and Giasa's giving you a
that
fucking
would've been
gale
awesome.
storm.
Can I crawl over to this bitch? Can I, find her?
You find her very quickly, and you can feel the warmth of this stone around her neck.
I'm taking the stone, but I check her pulse.
Give me a medicine check. Real quick.
Damn it.
You
11.
pause. She should be dead from the blow that she took, and you aren't able to discern any heartbeat on her. But you think she should be dead from what you saw.
I was not holding back.
You pump it into her. I won't say whatever happened. You feel the spell goes into her body.
I take the necklace.
You take it off her, and as you feel its warmth and power in your hand.
Oh, that was pointless because Andariel's gonna kill her.
You can't see
On her
anything
way
he's
out.
done.
Yes, I can.
What do you mean? You're in dark. Oh, you have devil sight. Never mind.
It's her darkness.
Yeah. Well, specifically, she has the thing.
Yeah.
She looks dead though. Andariel. She looks dead. Karen stopped to take his pulse. Her pulse. There is no pulse. Like, she looks dead. She's bleeding.
She's gonna do it because this is a enemy she doesn't want to have poking back up.
Okay.
She's going to kill her. Guaranteed to kill her.
Okay, you'll make a weapon attack.
I'm not gonna use a weapon attack.
Well,
Fuck
you
that
know what I
shit.
mean. An attack. You'll need a roll to hit still, is what I'm saying.
No, she needs to make a dexterity save.
And she can't.
So that's a fail immediately. I was gonna say that also would hit Karen, but there's no fail. A burst of swords come out and stab her. That would be a failure on death saves or equivalent. But it stabs into her and her body just takes it.
And she'll stay the 6, 12, 18 seconds to ensure she gets to do it 3 times to kill this bitch.
You want to stay 3 more rounds with enemies in the room? Or would you want to get out like you asked Yasa?
Does Karen know this is happening?
You hear something sheath into her body.
Do not. Let's go.
You are a fool to keep enemies alive. She is dying here, guaranteed.
This was a misunderstanding.
She is
I will not associate with them. Leave.
I do not take orders from you.
That was not.
Plunges the swords in again.
So that
Okay. On the... You all are hearing those priests approach, because they can now hear sword stabbing bodies and your voice is still. And a voice calls out to you. Whatever's going on in there, help and drop your darkness, and we'll take you in peacefully.
There is no peace when I get there.
Are you all staying another round, or are you getting out of dodge? Giasa's influence is
Isn't
starting
Daryl
to
still
fade.
trying to kill her?
I think you all are still...
Katira, knowing that she is just about fucking spent, especially after that last volley, she's gonna, and knowing that she's also with the state that Karen was in, she's probably the only person that can grab Karen Thor. So she grabs him and starts limping her way out.
There is...
Because she has no other option if she wants to save her friend.
The wind that Giasa summoned is doubling your all's movement speed when you're up, as you're getting the fuck
So
out.
that would give me 30 feet, or 40 feet.
Yeah, you're back
I
to
was
your
not
normal.
ordering you. I was asking you. Please do not do this.
Decision time, Andero. Do you stay and kill her and possibly risk getting cornered by all these priests? Or do you flee and run the risk of her coming back?
She'll flee.
Okay. And sure enough, the wind you summoned with Giasa is propelling you all out at ludicrous speeds.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
Go!
Crossed into plaid!
I am the plan!
As you all leave, Karen, you look down and this stone is just undulating
Smoke
with
if you got
power.
'em.
Just the last, like, spare the dying toward her.
Yep.
And then he leaves.
Where are you all going? I'm going to put you back on the Moonwatch map. Is somebody going to heal Karen Thor?
Yes,
I can't.
I do. And I'll give him the first. No, this might be dangerous still. So just level 1.
How far would I have gotten in 2 rounds?
5.
About there.
Still shaky.
I don't remember how many rounds Silver had left. I'm going to say one more ahead of you. About there.
What?
I was still in the zone.
Oh, you never moved. I thought you
Yep.
left us for some reason. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're still there.
By the way, Connor,
Mhm.
if it's possible, can since I assume that their guiding bolts were just regular radiant nonsense, right?
Mhm.
Specifically, I want to leave a reddened mark on her when her wounds stitch up in the Spare the Dying.
Will do.
Just so it's specified that it wasn't them that healed her.
Gotcha. That can happen. That'll work. Sure, that'll happen. So, as you roll the thing out, Silver, you are now aware that everyone is up after Karen cast Cure Wounds on Karen Thor, who's now up and able to run with you all.
Yep. Now I am sprinting now.
Where are you all meeting?
Oh, sorry.
Kira is so happy that he's up because then she's like, oh good, I can focus on keeping myself upright.
I was doing Cure Wounds on Katira.
Thank you! Woo! 10 hit points! Yay!
I will warn you, every action you're spending to cast means you can't dash. Where are you all headed?
Do we know where Morgana and Silver are?
You know that they're on their way.
I mean, you were...
He's in mid, obviously.
Damn it. You know they're on their way headed towards that temple. If you have some way of contacting them, you can. And I need to know where you all are running towards. Silver knows
Did
that
it
everyone's
seem like the hag had a good relationship with these people that we just fought, or we don't know?
It seems like the hag is a host unto herself. She doesn't really seem like she owes anyone favors or gives allegiances that don't benefit her directly. And you all are... one paying customer is just as valuable to her as another, so it's unlikely that she has any... It's unlikely that she would just care more for someone and give them better treatment unless they were actively lining her pockets. Which, given that
And
they have a
Daryl
low
is going to
tempo-
start heading for the exit of the city.
Which one? Northeast or south? Or south? The left or right one?
Probably the left, because the other one has you go back to the colony.
Okay. So you are gonna... Yeah, I see it. And I hope you know I can't erase those without accidentally grabbing a character token and maybe anything else. So, there we go. Alright, you will run into the others as you're running out there. It'll take you about 5 minutes, I'll just say, real quick, as you're rushing out, and you'll make it to the bridge with everyone regrouped. There are guards posted on the bridge, on the other end of it. And you will look like hell. Do you
I
plan
look
on...
fine. I was never hit.
I look fine.
Everyone else.
Yeah, but you're
looks
associated.
like
We're all in a
hell.
group.
Yeah.
Do you have any plan for that, or are you just going to run past and into the woods?
I didn't say that's what the others are doing. I said that's what Andariel is doing.
Ah. Duly noted.
If the others want to follow her, they can, but she is getting the fuck out of the town. Because those look like official people that we just attacked.
Where can we go?
I'm leaving town. Those people look like they worked here. For the city.
They had a... There were some... Their attire were a series of clergy materials. Some of them seem to be from this local temple, and others seem to have traveled from other temples.
And they were definitely clerics, or priests, or something.
Yep.
And guess what? We attacked them. They're going to be hunting for us. They're going to find us, and we're going to be executed for this. I'm leaving. I don't care what you guys do. I don't need to stay close to you anymore. And she's just going to leave.
Alright, are you all running with her or not?
Katira will run with her.
Yeah.
Okay. You will run into the others, which I'm assuming will just join up with the group and head out of town with you then. 'Cause you will be
Once
running-
once we got everyone together and we're moving, I'm gonna start taking time to clean people so we can get out of the walls.
Very much a rush job, and you're making a bit of a commotion in town about people running and looking like they're becoming better. Luckily, word isn't traveling faster than you are, and you'll make enough of a pass where you can rush out of town without much of an issue. Are you all fleeing just into the woods?
Did everyone follow, or is it so? Because I've only heard that Katira's following me and Silver.
Yep.
Unless anyone says they're not following, I'm assuming everyone in the group is moving in as a unit. Anyone veering off on their own, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna give it a second in case Dom's typing out something.
There's nowhere to hide in town.
All right,
There's
I don't
no
see any
one-
messages.
there's nowhere
Don't
to
see any
hide.
typing. I'm assuming everyone's going.
There's nowhere to hide in town. God damn it.
And you will meet up.
Yeah.
Tristan,
Yeah.
or no, Silver, you do know of a place you can hide out near town. It is where you were earlier,
Yeah.
in those blue-collar slums. So, would you like to go? Where
Well,
are
I
you all
gotta-
heading once you're out of town?
We know Tristan's been here before, or Silver's been here before, so I'll ask. Do you know anywhere around here that we can hide? That we can be safe?
I mean, there's the slums.
Do they have a presence there, the guard?
Not at all.
Not really, no.
Then let's go there. Slums are the best place to hide anyways for a mental one.
And you all are able to do so. You slip past the guard very quickly. You kind of slow your pace as you're walking past, not to seem too suspicious, and then quickly pick up as soon as you're past the gate.
Actually, there is something I would like to do as we're entering the slums as well.
Okay. What would you like to
I'm
do?
gonna look for any type of thieves scan.
Give me a perception check. And as you all make it to them. Initially, you don't spot any. Doesn't mean it's not necessarily here, though. As you all make it into the slums, you all finally
Right,
let
we're
out
not
that
playing
first
arcade.
collective breath.
Connor, I'm gonna message you something.
As you all take a moment and just... You've hit a rare moment of calm after everything you've done. Karen Thor, you do spot these signs. They are everywhere. All sorts of things in different directions. Some more hidden than others. It was like a DC 12. It wasn't high, but weird.
Yeah. I'm not used to playing a low wisdom character. It's unusual.
Yeah.
It feels dirty.
And it's high charisma.
I give it a sign and go like, okay, what the hell was all that about?
Agreed. Karen, what the hell?
Real quick, give me someone's on my door.
No, it'd be
Yeah.
specifically had
Do I have
changed
to
out.
say that the music should not be here anymore?
I'm changing it in a second.
Yeah, we need something a little bit lower key.
Is
I'm
there
working on it.
music playing?
Yeah. Oh, rip.
Oh. I had mine, mine was all the way down for some reason.
You're good. I'm changing it now.
But you probably have to kick the bot out.
Skip worked fine, but... So, as you all step through into these slums, spotting thieves' camp, and Silver remembering the path you just walked earlier, you will take a moment and just recollect outside of town.
So, what was all of that that just happened?
I don't know. We just attacked priests, though. Priests and clerics and stuff. And some wicked-looking half-orc woman with one eye. We can't go back in this town. They're going to report this. I mean, they did attempt to kill Karen, but why did they try to kill you?
He's muted. Oh, fuck.
I'm back. Sorry, I need to talk about the thing.
You're good. And Dale just asked, why are they trying to kill you?
They thought I was working for someone else. I didn't get a
Why
chance.
do you think that?
No. They think I'm working for vampires.
What?
Why?
Why?
Because I've
Now
been.
that's curious.
Because I've been retired for too long. I don't know how to be paranoid anymore.
What?
I believe I said some wrong things. They were expecting something out of me that I didn't have. I was only meant to give them this, and I hold up this fucking necklace that's pulsing.
Okay.
But they
So
took
they
me.
killed you because of, or they attempted to kill you because of that?
They thought I Katira, you remember that person I went to the temple looking for?
Yes,
She's dead.
you did not tell
Assassinated. I did not kill her. I was performing an autopsy. And she was assassinated by weapons that are used primarily by vampiric inquisitors. And
inquisitors that are vampires or inquisitors that are searching for vampires.
inquisitors that are vampires or
I see.
work for vampires, they have a way of beguiling people to do the dirty work out in the sun. He's just clenching his fist right now.
Why did you not tell us?
You might have been one of them trying to kill me. It didn't seem important. We were about to separate anyway, so I don't know why you even came to say to save this old carcass.
We are still linked by the curse, whether or not it limits our movement.
You still took a gamble. And for that, I apologize.
Yeah, okay, so I guess we need to make a rule where we don't go around by ourselves anymore. I mean, I kind of did the same thing, but...
If they are really... If that woman is still a high cleric, she seemed strong or somewhat,
And
then they
why
may...
wouldn't you let me kill her if she trying to kill you?
Because...
Now we're gonna have the problem of her looking for us.
We're supposed to be on the same
She had
side.
one eye, but she definitely got a good look at all of us.
I don't agree with her methods, but she seemed...
Well, most of you.
Yeah,
two of us are fine.
Morgana and Silver are fine. Well, at least you two can go in and out of town now, but you don't have papers, so you can't even get back into town without Karen.
If they really have access to clerics, then they may know the spells that can speak to people. Assuming we're supposed to be on the same side, that's their MO to contact me now, since she's seen my face. If not, well, this necklace, I don't know what to do with it now.
It vibrates with power as you hold it.
What? Do you know what it is?
All I know is it made her hit fucking hard. Or she was just strong.
No, I think she could just hit that fucking hard no matter what.
She had a mighty swing.
May I look at it?
Be my guest.
Can I roll an Arcana on it?
Yeah, you may. You're looking at... It is a yellow, some sort of gem-like material.
I actually have Identify active right now if you want me to.
Oh.
Please
you have
do.
the pearl?
Oh.
Have you purchased the material component to cast it?
Yeah, no, I don't have the pearl.
Oof. So, with an 18 Arcana, you feel this a very strong, radiant energy. Very reminds you of the positive planes. Examining it further, it seems to be some sort of energy source rather than a container. And as you're looking closely, there's little etchings on the inside of this gem that have been put in it somehow.
What do they say?
You don't recognize what they are, but there's some sort of symbol.
Are they a written language?
They are a symbol, not a written language. They are representative of something.
They're hieroglyphs.
Yeah, not really hieroglyphs. They're like almost like
pictogram.
Almost like a heraldry. Like it represents someone or something.
Picture of a purple phoenix.
With that, am I able to read it?
No, I mean it just looks like markings to you too. It's not technically writing. It's just a symbol to represent it. Like it'd be like trying to see the star of. It'd be like seeing the Star of David for Judaism.
Okay,
it represents something.
She's gonna pull out her journal.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to make notes about the necklace, and sketch out the necklace itself and that the heraldry.
Okay. You mark out, you draw these symbols. There's two that are specific that you spot out and draw.
How should I mark those for notes?
Just
Did you
make a
mention that to
religion
me
make a
purposely?
religion check as you're looking at them to see if you recognize them.
Did you send that to me on purpose, Connor?
Yep, I did. Because
Okay.
someone's about to also discover it with a 24. So,
Okay.
your knowledge of the pantheons is a little bit related to your ability to do your arcana work. And you're running through your head on all the courts and stuff, and you're thinking on who does what. And these are both symbols from Vitar's court, the court of the moon. And you recognize one as Edite, goddess of shelter and beacon of hope, and the other as Ilvian, goddess of family
You
and
write
history.
those down for me real quick?
Sure thing. Let me find the easiest way to...
I assume I recognize that symbol.
You do. You
Are you
recognize
sitting
both.
over my shoulder watching me draw them?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
There's just orc breath on the back of your head.
Do you recognize the symbols?
It's Edite and Ilvain.
Ilvian. And as he's leaning it over your
look
shoulder,
back at him. You know them then?
well, as he's leaning over his shoulder, you can see closer, and carved into one of his tusks is the symbol of Ilvian.
Oh, yeah, you would recognize them. All right, she'll hand it back to you. It seems like it's not quite. It's kind of a battery, but a battery that doesn't need to be charged. It's a power source.
I look for any eyeballs in there.
No eyeballs. It just feels
Staring
like
at
pure
Morgana.
sunlight in the palm of your hand.
Anyway,
Morgana opens up her chest cavity and just looks down.
I look into another universe, another poor setup. Anyway, I must seek guidance from Ilvian on how to proceed with this. You need not. And he just sighs. I really am
we're
getting
pretty
too old
clear
for
on the
this
rule
shit.
now, though, that we're not going off all by ourselves anymore, right? 'Cause
Back
this
in
was a
my day, I
clusterfuck.
was so much stronger than this. I overestimated myself.
You were not the only one.
You equated yourself quite well, Kitara, from what I could tell.
You just don't die. I think I kind of saw that halfway through there.
All I did was miss an attack and then hide.
Don't discount yourself. You and that weather anomaly helped us out to get out of there.
Whether... oh, yeah, you don't... you didn't meet her. I mean...
Nani?
Cat's out of the bag on this. If you guys... Giasa, if you want to introduce yourself.
As you've already tapped into a greater use of her, you can't communicate with her for the rest of the day.
Oh.
She's just the
And
bored
she
out
just kind
SpongeBob.
of... Giasa? Oh, yeah. She's tapped. Maybe tomorrow.
Yep.
Who
And
is
now that you're
Giasa?
outside of the city, that greater influence is no longer present. So, you have to be in the city to use it in the future stuff, like inside those pillars. Just FYI.
Hey, Connor. Since we're are we in a relatively like safe area? Or
You all are in like an alleyway in the slums.
Karen's going to go and sit down and begin with the necklace just sitting in his lap with his hands over it. He's going to start praying to Ilvian.
You do so.
I need guidance. I do not know how to proceed. There was a grave misunderstanding, and I almost got many innocents killed. I need your wisdom. Please.
Are we taking a short rest?
I would like a short rest, please.
Okay.
And if anyone's really paying attention, they will notice Andariel mocking Karen for praying.
What's everyone's passive perception at the moment?
10.
Hi.
12.
16.
Is this not something that'll show up on the thing? I must have to look at
What
it. on
is
the-
your what is your perception
20.
modifier?
Nice.
Are you fucking serious? Your passive wisdom is 20? You have
She's
a
a
plus 10
monk.
to your perception checks?
Alert or
Alert,
something?
I'm assuming.
Observant, I believe.
Observant, that's right.
Ah,
Yeah,
shit.
observant.
Observant.
That'll do it.
You
So
spot
you
it.
100%
Oh, there it is.
see her mocking him.
What
So
is
you-
this that you do?
What? What do you mean? Stops immediately.
Are you like doing stuff with your hands, or because
Oh yeah,
whatever
doing
you're
the talking hand thing.
That's exactly what I'm doing in real life. Katira just sort of like completely unaware of what this is and what's happening. This is genuine. She's not calling you out. She has no fucking clue what you're doing.
It's a nervous twitch.
This-
Don't worry about it.
What
You
have
want me
you
to roll
to
deception on that?
I kind of do. I want to see how believable this lie. Oh, not very.
Oh fuck.
I
Yeah, your passive insight should be
Yeah.
that.
13, yeah.
Yeah.
100% lying.
Hmm.
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 John
Hmm.
is just gonna be staring at Karen.
You do spot this, Katira, with your 20 passive perception as well.
Come on,
There-
please roll. Okay. Katira will let it go.
We'll say you're also distracted by seeing somebody in the window looking at you going, psst, psst. And you
We
see
are
Just
being-
amazing. Go ahead.
an old,
are
wrinkled,
being
hag-like
observed.
face in the reflection of a mirror pane looking at you. Psst. Come here.
Oh, is it our hag?
It is your hag, and you think, oh, she's on the inside. It's weird, she's in the inside of this building. And you look, and there's no one on the other side of this window. She's looking at you through the reflection on this window.
Yeah, I think
He's a
Katira would
divination
figure that
fucking
out, knowing
wizard.
all of the stuff about the mirrors, seeing all the stuff about the mirrors. So
Better hope
Katira
not.
will say
This fuckers.
to the party, we are being observed, and it would appear that we are being beckoned.
Karen's deep in trance. He's not paying attention to any of this.
I'm also concentrating on something.
Oh.
Absorb wounds.
No.
The hag leans in real close to the window. She's like, can you see me and hear me?
Hey, wait.
Tapping on it.
Yeah.
I
I
can.
can hear you.
Are all of us, or just
You-
those two?
You can all hear it now that she's like been pointed out. She's like, try not to yell. Come here.
And Ariel will get real close. Yeah.
Katira will also.
What the fuck did you do?
There was
She point, and Daryl's gonna point at Karen. Someone tried to kill him, so we rescued him, and hopefully killed the woman that tried to kill him. Why? Is there
Interesting.
scuttlebutt about it already?
Well, the rumor mill's already churning, and I recognized some descriptions, and I thought, surely to God they wouldn't go and just start murdering people. They didn't seem like the type. So I
No
wanted
one's
to check
dead.
in.
The responsibility
Karen
for the
screwed
next
up
one.
with some stuff, and they misunderstood him, so they tried to kill him, and then we got notice of it due to some weird in-between space, and we were able to save him.
Interesting. So, I guess it goes without saying, but you might want to keep a low profile when coming back into town.
Yeah. Have they said anything about
There's an ongoing investigation on the events that occurred inside of that building.
did they mention all of us or just
They've mentioned
the four
nothing
of us?
yet. Everything I know
But-
is from whispers from people working the case. But the guards are swarming in that area.
Yeah, we're not in town anymore. You probably know that, don't you?
Yeah, I see by the dusty window that's I'm looking through.
She'll reach up and wipe off the window to wipe some of the dust off for her.
It's a very nice thought, but I'm afraid the dust is on the inside.
Ow. Yeah.
Hey.
Would it be easier if you used my mirror?
You have a mirror?
Yeah, she pulls out a compact.
Hold it up
I
to
wear
this
makeup. She holds it up.
She transfers over. Oh my
What's
god, this
the
is much
making-
better.
There you go. She'll fold the compact over so it like sits up.
Oh,
and
I thought
just
you were like
places it on the
closing it on her.
windowsill. No.
And
Good night.
Hey,
So
no.
now it's like a little cell phone sitting on the
Okay.
windowsill.
She looks
Okay.
at you. Chihuahua goes, now, there's nothing that's come out yet, but you've been good customers, and I have a feeling I've got a relationship building with you. So I thought I'd make an offer. I can help grease some palms and skew some of these results. She glances over at Silver in a trance. Completely legally.
I don't think he can hear us because he's doing something.
Okay, good, because it's
Otherwise,
very
I'm
illegal.
sure he'd be making a fit
I-
right
Good,
about now.
it's...
I'm concentrating, but I am listening.
Shit. He hears us.
Shit. You heard that?
Don't. I mean,
Should
to be
he
fair,
not
it's.
hear us?
I mean-
I'm not on pay grade right now, so if it's something that you can do,
Good, he's off the clock. Doesn't count. Anyway, if you could...
If you're a cop,
Possibly.
you totally have to tell us. You can't lie.
He's right. It is law.
That's not real.
But... if you could... If you'll bring back a lead towards my talisman, or just an ample amount of money, I can make sure this investigation goes nowhere.
Yeah, we were already kind of working on that when this went down.
Oh, good.
We
Then-
didn't get any leads, but
You've got till sundown
she
to give
kind
me
of looked
something.
around. She kind of looks around the where we are, but we're in the slums now. You can usually find better information in slums than
Good,
the
good,
actual
good.
city.
They don't trust me down there. They think I'm trying to eat their children.
Are you?
Reasonable.
We're getting off topic.
And Daryl just looks at her and goes, "Reasonable."
that's not what I heard. As I go back to my tinkering.
Is it reasonable if I eat a baby?
We're getting
You
off
find
topic.
it
It's a real
Reasonable?
reasonable worry for them. I mean,
Yes.
no offense, but you are a hag.
If by sundown you have just a lead towards my amulet, I'll go ahead and put in the work and you can pay off the debt for it later. If you've got nothing
How
by
much is
sundown,
the debt?
that depends on how many palms I have to grease. Don't worry, I'll have it registered by sundown.
Bugger.
I mean, I am doing it's pretty
Yeah,
good work.
I know. It's work.
I,
It's
I,
work.
I just seem a
And
little ungrateful to be
If we
honest.
find your amulet, that'll pretty much wipe us clean, though, right?
And then some.
Cool. Then I'm good with that.
Perfect.
What about you guys? You guys good with that?
It is amenable to me.
He's still in
Ivana?
trance.
Logana's still staring at Karen.
I would also warn you, if this does not get blown over,
Yeah.
there are a lot of priests from many cities and you may have a warrant out in multiple places.
That's cool. I'm not a big fan of any of the clergies.
Blood.
Well,
No.
if
That's
you do need
apparent with the
anything,
mocking.
if you do ever make your way back to my shop and need to buy things, I'll still make sure that I sell things to you and try not to rat you out, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't see Mr. Morningstar or Morgana,
interesting. I'll keep that in mind.
which is
Yeah.
good because Morgana kind of sticks out.
True. So, you
Then
have
again,
to...
so do I.
I need to get to work on this, but you have till sundown to give me something that you're making progress.
Yes.
I have to go start politely conversating with individuals and by no means blackmailing them. She nods and stares at Silver. I'm not even rolling. This is like a nat 1 on a deception. Very clearly lying.
It's a wink.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we will start on
Not
that
my
as soon
problem.
as we get a little rest because
I'm not being paid for you.
Karen
Connor?
Thor and Tara got the shit kicked out of them.
It looks like it.
Was I ugly or not when I went in there?
I have no fucking idea.
I think.
You are ugly.
Oh,
Right now.
you're ugly, but you're not scaring people.
Yeah, you were ugly on that day.
Okay.
when you went-
You just didn't have the fear
okay.
factor.
All right.
You didn't have the fear
Just
factor.
checking because I still could pass off if I had to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you might be able
actually
to
he
slip back
could
in.
because yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just a
And he's the one
hardworking
with
guy,
papers. So,
and
Uh,
I never.
Why I never.
Never what?
Why he
Never
never.
nor state.
Alrighty, so that was fun.
And you close your compact and she the spell ends.
Stuffs it back into her little
Yeah.
bag.
Does
And
anything happen with
that-
me praying?
We're going
Can
to
we
take,
all take a long, short rest here?
You can, and then we're going to take a quick
Yeah.
5-minute break as well for you all to get up and stretch and breathe and pee and whatever.
I'm a walk, so guess what I get back?
Yeah.
All your slots.
Okay.
We will be back in 5. Alright, so we are back from break. You all are currently in the slums, having taken a short rest. Karen has attuned to the crystal.
I have it tucked
Connor.
into my flannel.
I created my smith tools.
I heard my
Did you want me to roll now or later?
You can roll it now.
Okay.
As
What do
you
I
take-
roll?
So as you're taking a short rest and finally feeling the adrenaline drop down, you feel the flickers of that energy you're having. Roll me a d100.
90.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Oh, you like
Interesting.
numbers?
I was going with low. It makes it easier for calculations. You feel the flicker of it, and you remember you felt it in the moment, but you can't conjure that same feeling again now. But you had fully felt whatever it was before, and you know you felt it, but you can't remember it. Or you remember, but you can't feel it right now. You just,
It is not yet time.
But
it will come as it will.
So.
Alrighty, Karen Thor, I know you know how to read Thieves' Cant like I can. I didn't see any on the way in. Did you? Okay. I'll peek my head out of the alleyway and take another look, try and find...
Easy enough with Kentor pointing it out. You spot them.
Okay. What I'm looking for is like an information broker.
You're going to end up with the same person Silver went to earlier, as we follow that line.
Okay, we're gonna head to the information broker then. I mean, she'll look at everyone. Okay, so, we're gonna go talk to an information broker, but I don't want us to all split up again. So I guess we should all go together?
It is well.
Aaron disappointedly looks just up at the sky.
What's the matter? Your god didn't talk to you?
No.
Big shock. Let's go.
And as you all
Katira
happen
looked
to-
a bit puzzled at that, but doesn't say anything.
As you all walk down, Silver, you quickly recognize the same place as you happen back up on the porch of Wonder White. She goes, oh, you've brought friends back with you. That's lovely.
Do you know her?
Hi, Miss Wonderful.
It's a pleasure.
It seems they need some info now.
She glances over all of you and she goes, I think they do, from what I've heard.
Oh, you Hardy. How about that?
Come on in.
That is true.
I'm sure I've got plenty of wares on the inside that you'd be interested in. She gets up out of her chair, moves her.
And Daryl will actually go to help her.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
You all step inside. She closes the door behind and flips the sign over to closed. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Word of mouth travels pretty quick. I've heard-
Apparently.
well, I'm tapped into these sorts of things.
Apparently for them.
Was there any mention of these two? She's going to point at Silver and Morgana and our little rumor mill problem?
Well, I heard it from a string of homeless and scoundrels, who'd come from the temple for various reasons. They came back here and reported on what happened. so and so talked to so and so, and it found my ears. There's nothing official out yet, I would wager, but it's fairly close knit at the moment. Close kept, rather. Tight lipped. You get my meaning.
And Daryl will slip into thieves' cant in between the sentences and just go, "We're here for other information as well."
Ah. Quick tongue on you, I see. Interesting.
Had a friend teach me.
She kind of stretches up and pops her back and steps behind the counter. What can I help you with? And she takes what looks like a rug out from under, places it on her countertop and unrolls it, and you see it just has created a countertop.
I'm going to just, like, chips at a poker table, 5 gold on her table immediately.
She
We
swipes.
are looking for a trinket that was pilfered from a crow.
You can speak plainly here. No one comes into these walls unless we're talking about it. As long as there's no prying ears, we
A
can
trinket
talk.
that was stolen from Crowbeak. We're trying to find it for her.
Is she
For help with another problem
I
of ours.
think I already got that information from her. There's some dark magic traders smuggling stuff out. Don't know where though.
Same people?
I know that they have their hands in a lot of things. Although, you mentioned dark magic and things, there is more. But it's gonna be a hefty price to have to drop this secret.
What kind of heft?
About 30, 40 pounds. She air quotes around pounds.
Pounds of what?
Air quotes around the word pounds.
Oh, she'll... Really, 30. All right.
Boy,
She will place
I've already spent
29
3 on her.
gold and 4 silver on the counter. I will take this back if the information you give is not good.
Trust me, I never give bad info.
Take the silver, I will drop in another coin.
Okay, so I keep my 4 silver.
Staring at
So she
Morgana's
gets
hand.
19 gold pieces,
Morgana has had an
20
inkling that it's
electrum from me.
Nice.
So I got rid of that electrum for you, Pyro.
Good.
She looks over all these coins.
At least something's going nice today.
She quickly takes them, binds them up, and sets them aside. She reaches behind her and grabs a piece of paper off the shelf, unfurls it. And it's a news story. A tragedy of a local family who were tragically killed on the outskirts of town. See, there used to be a Miller family who lived out towards the bay. And about a month and a half ago, there was some accident in the mill, and all but the family died save one. A little girl who was MIA and unable to be found. A second piece of paper from behind her gets pulled, until she was an unknown little girl was spotted causing trouble in the market square, and no one knew how one little girl could be responsible for toppling 6, 7, 8 carts. It's my belief that she's the one who ended up with that talisman. And if you want more, I'm afraid it's going to be a bit heavier. But of course, I can always just point you in her direction and we can end our deal. Or at least the last direction I saw her.
I believe that would be enough, honestly.
If you don't want to be prepared, best of luck.
I'm broke. She looks at the others. Perhaps you could pay for some information as well. The more information we have, the more likely
I've already paid 4 of my 5 gold. I'm done. I'm
You're
spent.
broke as well. Okay.
Karen walks up to the counter. Do you know if the orc woman lives?
Who cares? Because I don't.
He's not looking at you.
It's an interesting
She
rumor.
don't give a shit.
Oh, I mean, you might have to jog my memory about which orc woman.
The one at the temple.
She's an
She was-
information broker, Karen. She wants money from you. She's not going to give it to you for free.
He
Which is
has
why
his
we don't know
Quiet!
about this.
I have
Fuck
the
off. We're not dealing with that right now. We are dealing with the trinket, so we're not
If she's
thrown in
after
jail
us,
for your
I-
mistake.
then it's for me. Then fuck off. And
Then conduct your business when we are done.
And
What?
Dario.
He has his coin purse out. He'll just have he has 6 gold to his name. He just has his hands. How much do you need? This is all I have.
She picks up one coin and goes, as far as I heard, she's alive.
Thank you. And
Wonderful.
he'll put his
Enemies
pouch back
alive.
inside.
Whee.
And he'll go back and stand in the back.
Enemy
I'm
only
gonna
in a
assume I started to feel
misunderstanding.
sick.
If she was the,
At that point.
Probably.
Yes. 100%.
I would pretty much tell her, enemies if in a misunderstanding, cleared the misunderstanding, no more enemy.
Possibly.
If she died, that probably would have been total enemy.
There were no deaths. That is all I needed to know.
I'll give you a
And-
freebie for all the coin you passed my way. It's peculiar that the gates weren't shut down with supposed criminals on the run. They're still open. With no real change. It's bizarre. As if no one's being searched for.
Is it possible they know where we are already? They do not need.
Not here. We built these slums to be a maze, and there's a whole network of people who keep the guards from ever making it to my store. And even if they do make it here, you all are just random slums who are in buying a lovely loaf of bread. You see, like, a single ration is worth, like, 4 gold. It's, like, insanely marked up. Very clearly a front. But
Very clearly a front, but definitely something they could claim as a food desert.
Can we
Yeah.
get back to the little girl who has the trinket that could possibly help us with not having to deal with being arrested?
cool. Yeah. You just head to the west if that's all you want on the information on her. But
No, I wanted to get more information. It's just we need more money. I've got 4 silver to my name. And I
Got
doubt
anything
that's
to
gonna buy us
trade?
Anything.
Morgana
Karen's- oh.
slams her hand down on the
Thank you,
table.
The table said, "Ow."
It's a mimic.
Oh,
yes,
a mimic.
Morgana?
Roll initiative.
Hey, what's up, Karen Thor?
Oh, a bag of dust.
Thor,
Oh, are you
saying
offering up the
something.
bag, Karen? Or Cantor? Remind me how much you paid for that? Not counting the... Oh, yeah. 'Cause you traded deer bones.
Kind of looks at it. Is that dust?
That bone dust.
Looks at Karen Thor. What is that?
You see the shopkeep grabs a pinch of it and, like, grinds it through her fingers and watches it fall. And she goes, "Oh, this I'll take." And she rakes
Goes
it
up
back
her
to
nose.
side. She grabs a,
Good shit.
she reaches behind and grabs another thing. Dust of disappearance, actually.
Oh, cloak of Ain.
Yeah, you throw it in
God.
the air and everything in a 10-foot
that's
circle.
what I want on
Oofs.
Zrikich. That's
Yeah.
like the first thing I was going to look
That's-
for.
If Karen had been up as you all were trying to flee, you all could have basically thrown that over yourselves and poof. It's one use stuff.
Connor! Fuck!
Yeah, he was the one who was down though.
Fucking kneecap. Ah!
Haha.
On the
Um,
floor!
As she swipes the dust over, she pulls out a final piece of information. She goes, "See, not many know this, none in the upper ranks, but this little girl was being eyed up by the Mages Academy. Her whole family was, and they kept trying to pester them to enroll their children. It's an odd thing when a prestigious Mages Guild requests you apply, and is then turned down. A little more prying and a little more conversation, and we found out that there's a bit of a gift in their family that isn't necessarily easy to control for them. And she takes out a small piece of stone and sets it down. This was recovered from the disaster site with the family. Take a look at it. And as you all look at the stone, the more you focus on it, it starts to float on its own, as if telekinetically. It takes a whole lot of psychic energy to leave a scar like that on just mundane stone.
That is concerning.
Especially when an 8-year-old girl wields that kind of power. All alone in the wilds, with a special talisman to guide her to whatever her heart desires. And make it happen.
Like a D10,000 thing with me.
I think it's safe to say that it's in our best interest that this little girl doesn't keep this talisman.
I fully agree. And you said she's to the west?
Yeah.
And she has psychic powers.
I want to make you another offer.
I'm all ears.
We all know that Crowbeak isn't the most upstanding individual. She does shifty
Neither are
things.
you.
I
If we're being
circumvent
honest.
I circumvent a lot of injustices, and I keep this whole community down here filled.
Pot telling the kettle.
I keep
I
the
never
poor
s-
fed,
just-
and I
let's
keep
keep moving
the
forward.
jobless in action. She does no
Oh,
such
I didn't say
thing.
you're a bad person. I just said you're not above the boards, just like she isn't.
I know. But what does she do with her benefits? Hoards them and sells them to the highest bidder. I can think of a lot of good that kind of amulet could do here. If it somehow couldn't make its way back to Winona.
Well, we have other underlying issues that Winona was going to help us with due to the trinkets. So
Well, if
Yeah.
your relationship shifts before you get it to her, you'll always know who you can pawn it to.
she also says that she's willing to sell it because it's already been corrupted and she won't be able to use it anymore for her purpose.
Interesting.
So perhaps once we return it to her, you can just simply buy it off her.
I'll start working on my pitch then. Thanks for the heads up.
Yep.
And she rakes all the coins into a chest and locks it and rolls up her rug.
Where to the west is she? Is a forest, a cabin, a...
She fled into the west, and there's not many rumors from wild animals out that way, but there's tales of some abandoned settlements that never fully developed into cities between here and Steelwood in the wilds. My guess is she's probably found the ruins of one of those and is holed up in it.
Okay, I mean, that sounds good enough.
Just
We have a direction to go, at least.
fair warning. Be careful engaging her. You might be in for more than you're bargaining.
How old is she?
8 years old.
We'll do what we can for her.
Good. I expect that if you get her to come back, you deliver her here to me.
Of course.
Good to know. Anyway,
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt a child.
you all can be on your way. You almost forgot your breakfast. And it's some dry-ass stale bread. She's like, can't leave without your purchase.
She will pick it up and take it. Thank you kindly. I always enjoy your bread.
Of course. Welcome anytime.
Karen will take some bread as
It's
well.
Wonder Bread.
Yeah, if there's any bread.
Nice.
Free bread, I'll fucking take it.
You all missed the
Eh?
excellent pun.
No, I didn't miss it, and I'm
The Wonder
thoroughly
Bread?
enjoying
No,
it.
it's amazing.
Nice, Tristan.
Yeah.
I've just never had Wonder Bread.
It's
No,
good bread.
bread.
It's not the best. The best bread is bimbo bread.
Pardon?
Best bread is potato bread.
Bimbo
Yeah,
bread.
Bimbo.
It's
a Spanish brand, right? Hispanic?
Yes, Hispanic brand of bread. Very good.
Yeah, isn't it doesn't it have like a bear mascot, like a little white bear?
Yeah, a little bear with a chef's hat.
Bimbo Bakeries. Oh my.
Yep.
I see their trucks every once in a while, and I'm like, me too.
Okay, there's
I don't think we have
a
Bimbo
slight
Bread
aside.
where I'm at.
Every time I drive home, there's Bimbo the Clown's Firework Emporium. It's a giant.
I mean, yeah.
It's like classic like white faced clown with like the like white frills and like polka dots, big old like dot nose, and like the cone hat. Firework Emporium, and I want to go there so bad. Every time I drive home, I forget to get a picture of Bimbo's Firework Emporium, and I'm always mad that when I go by the one billboard.
Oh, and as Enduriel's leaving, she's gonna go, oh, and one last thing before we leave. Is there somewhere here we can stay that's safe?
There might be some folks who have an open room. Might have to bunk up though.
I already bunk up with these two girls, so
Okay.
I should be fine.
Come back by sundown. I'll get word back to you. I'll have an answer by then.
Okie dokie.
That is another sundown deadline.
Well, the other deadline that we had for that sundown is already fixed because we have a lot of information that we can just give her at this point. She'll pull out her compact and just look at it and go, Miss Crowbeak.
Alright, outside the building.
I'm assuming.
Give it a little shake. Miss Crowbeak.
You tap the glass. That one fucking eye staring at it. Eh? Ah, it's you. And then she backs away.
Why? What do you want?
Madam Mim, I take it.
And she's gonna kind of tuck her around a corner. Have information on your trinket.
Do share.
It is located to the west. We are going to try to retrieve it tomorrow.
Did you find out who has it?
Some old man.
Make a deception check.
I have a card that gives me, I think, advantage on charisma checks. Let me check real quick.
Yeah, everyone start looking at your things.
Yeah, I have a 4, so I'm gonna just take that for the
Okay, don't delete it yet. Roll first, because you get to do it after you make the roll. And before the result. So
there's no way in hell she's telling a fucking hag that a child has her trinket.
Smart.
Deception.
19. So you can keep your card. It wouldn't do you any good to spend it.
Okay.
Well,
if that's the case, I'm actually going to use one of my other cards
just
to guarantee I fucking pass this shit.
Okay.
And give me a +3.
Hey, 22. Yeah, pretty solid. Did you catch what kind of man? Crossed a lot of old men in my day.
An old.
Just gonna step forward.
Hold up.
I don't believe it's someone who crossed you. I think this person just came upon it. Just an old lumberjack.
Nimble old lumberjack.
Yes.
Morgana looks down at his flannel. Sweats.
What were you gonna say, Morgana?
I was gonna say that she would lean over and say, "It is a thief that will be dealt with, and you will get your talisman."
So do you say that? You said you were going to. Are you saying that?
Well, yes, if I get to speak.
Yeah, the way you phrase it, it sounded like you were saying you were going to say that. But
I was trying to, but everyone interrupted me. That's why I said nothing.
No, you're good. You said it.
You're good, man.
She looks and goes, I appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Yes. So we're going to attempt to retrieve it tomorrow, and then we will bring it back to you. And I may have lined up a buyer for you.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
yes.
Doing excellent. I will go ahead and tip off those scales.
So I could let them know how much you're selling it for. How much would you take for it?
I need at least 500 gold. Probably push for more, honestly.
I will push for about 800, but I know where your breaking point is.
Duly noted. I'm going to go ahead and let my associates know to do their thing. And she just kind of looks and she's like, is that all you need? Or...
That is all we need.
Perfect.
We got everything together.
If you need me, just tap on the glass on this one again. I'll keep it nearby.
Alrighty.
And the vision fades. And she goes out to do her thing of disrupting this investigation.
She's going to take the compact and drop it into the bag of holding. All right. So, there's no way in hell we can let this woman know that a small child has her trinket.
On that we agree.
Agreed.
It stands to reason.
We must take it from the child then.
We will try to do that unviolently. She is a child. I will not let you hurt her.
I would not.
Of course.
Hostiles are only established from hostile actions.
Sorry, I'm typing notes. Give
You're
me a
good.
sec.
So as you all are headed west, we're approaching the end of session. Here in about 5 minutes.
When another
Well, we still
blade
have- we-
erupts
no,
from
we still have to
Kieran's
go
back.
back and talk for that room for the night.
Oh, true. You come back and they do have a barn that you all can sleep in on the west side of town.
Are we able to talk to Miss Wonderful again, or?
She's, for sake of brevity, she's retired for the night.
Okay.
No, old lady. It's sun's going down. She's already in bed.
Kieran's just on the ground.
Just... So, you will make your way to that that barn, sleep a night in a horse's trough. It's been cleaned up. Not a trough, but a stable.
Stable.
It's not a stable.
Yeah.
Stable's the whole building.
Horse's pen.
Pen. That's it. A pen.
Mm.
You'll stay.
Stall?
Stall. There we go.
Oh, there.
We got
yeah,
there eventually.
That's right.
In an emptied out stall that had some fresh hay littered down. You all were able to spend the night, wake up the next morning. Everyone is still 11 Eastern, everyone is still cut off for the night here in a minute or so, right? Or a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
I don't.
I
Yeah.
just have to talk to Liv tonight.
Yeah, but I don't have work tomorrow, so.
I don't have work until the 2nd, so
Because I'm good to keep
Very
going. I've still
little.
got my notes are still covering. I'm just
Yeah.
checking to make sure everyone is still up.
I'm
for
good
it.
to keep going too.
I'm
What
still
about Dom?
good.
I'll tell
I'm
him
good.
messaging.
Oh
Dom,
yes,
yeah.
Domothy James.
I've messaged him. He'll let me know.
I'm gonna be up regardless. So,
So
he just put it.
Tristan,
Said
you
good
know how I
stopping point.
said I
Good
was worried
stopping
about
point.
seeing
that's
how
been
many
the
hours I played in the last
Alright.
2 weeks on Final
Alright.
Fantasy?
So we'll
He's
wrap
tired.
it up
Very
Okay.
fair.
there. Okay. So as we bring it to a close, then you all wake up for the next morning, after having slept in the barn, and begin to make your way west, searching for this lost little girl and the talisman she's taken. And with that, this session ends. Yeah.
That was fucking insane.
Holding my breath for a long time in that combat.
You don't fucking say, Mr. Crit.
Yeah. It's like,
Also, Liv,
Crit
Ah.
down.
what
Crit
devil
save
do you
up.
worship? I'd like to meet them.
Dude, you've been playing D&D with me for almost 3
I've
years now. That
I've never
happens.
seen a nat 20 death save twice in a combat. That's never happened.
I don't think I've ever had a nat 20 death save before. If I have, it's been once. Yeah. 3 years
Well,
this
I think
summer.
I think it just turned 3, yeah.
Yeah, this summer. That was when we did Nito's campaign, was I was home for the summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you
Are you
feel
getting
old yet,
back?
Dom?
I don't.
Silence as we wait for the typed response. I love it. Yeah, no, I've never seen that shit before. And then the literal, actual pressing my face into my mattress to scream when I rolled double 20s.
We did hear a little bit of the scream, which is adorable.
We did.
Good, I'm fucking hoping it's on the video.
Oh, it'll be. If I heard it, it's on there.
It'll be.
I feel like Palpatine just weak. Just like, oh, I'm so weak.
It was.
I just want. If I had caused a TVK, I would have been fucking uber depressed. Like, God
Well, Dom,
damn it.
it hasn't quite been 3 years since I met you because you didn't come in at the beginning. Pyro's the only one. Pyro and Nito are the only ones I've known since the beginning.
I think it's been about 3
Nito
years
is
for me.
probably
and Pyro, right?
technically Nito would be the one I've known the longest because I had first started talking to him about Shavara before the campaign started. Obviously, so
And when I joined their campaign, that I already known everyone else like 4, yeah, at least 4 by that time, I think, or just coming at 3 or half.